There we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dolynny TV. Welcome back to another edition of good old Edmonton Oilers game reaction. Here I already see we've had 3 people drop by the stream and leave a like. So if you're in the stream right now, you're like, oh, well, we got about 4 minutes before game time as well. Hit that like button. What the like button does, it's so key in live streams as far as I understand on YouTube, is the simple fact that it gets more people in here because it shows this stream is positive, this shows the stream is worthwhile, and all such and such. So hit that like button, guys. If you're new to the channel right now, say you're tuning in from Nashville, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button as well throughout the stream. Alright, we've got Vincent in here, we've had Cameron in here, Tristan's been in, Shirai's already in. Tim, good evening to you as well. And then we've got Reed as well. Reed, what? Reed's in here? Oh my goodness, that's a name we haven't seen in a while, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, Robert's in here as well. So what we're waiting for is the Edmonton Oilers in about 3 minutes time. The intro on Sportsnet to take place. That'll get us to the intro by Gene Principe. And then that will get us to the anthems, and then that'll get us to puck drop right around 7:09 or so Mountain Standard Time. Probably 7:09 Mountain Standard Time, my time. Now what I need to do is figure out your guys' lag on the stream tonight, because what I did is I tried to upgrade the stream a little bit to see if I can get it going. Stream is healthy, stream is excellent, and right now it's saying stream is still below the bitrate ratio, so that's not good to see, but let me see if I can just bump that up just a little bit and see if we can get a little bit more out the door, because if we can, we'll be gold, we'll be rocking, we'll be rolling. So we'll go 1255 bitrate and see if that allows you guys to see things a little bit better and allows me to transmit a little bit better to you guys as well this evening. Brett, welcome in. Reed, it's been a while. I was gonna say. Peter, welcome in. And Tim's got your Out of Town scoreboard. I'll break it down here as you get to see the scores if you miss what I say, as we'll go over the scoreboard. This is important because there's a lot of action in the Pacific and an actual path for the Oilers to take first place in the Pacific Division this evening. Golden Knights and Sabres tied at 2 apiece to begin the third period. Toronto's up 5-1 on New Jersey, end of 2. Then you've got Tampa Bay and LA. Well, that's a throwaway game for the Pacific, but still, Tampa and LA tied 2-2. New York and Detroit 6-1 for the Islanders. 4-1 for the Pens over the Wild after 2. The Jackets up 1-0 on the Bruins, just a little bit into the third period. Chicago and Ottawa, well, they're going strong in the second period. 2-0 for the Senators over the Blackhawks, and then it's 2-0 for the Jets over the Vancouver Canucks. And the only other game that really matters, as long as Vegas loses, as long as Canucks lose, the game that matters most to us is the Arizona Coyotes versus the San Jose Sharks, in which we need those San Jose Sharks to pull off a victory. I know, those hated San Jose Sharks to pull off a victory. What the heck am I talking about? But let me just move this over here. I know I'm not getting to the chat right now because I got to get this over. Pop the chat out and get this. Bang, bang, boom. Right there rolling and rocking. Let's get this up and down and all around, and we'll be rocking and going. And let's see what we got. Any comments I'm missing? Diz, welcome in. And did you see the billboard thing Calgary is doing? Yeah? Well, guess what? If you check Twitter, my Twitter in particular, at Dolynny TV, you're going to see a tweet about Oilers fans being better than Flames fans. Anybody that has some spare change to donate this time of year, maybe think about donating it to a good charity in Calgary and post on Twitter from an Oilers fan to you in YYC and show them they shouldn't be wasting their money on a billboard of their hero and instead actually take care of their people that are struggling here in the city of Calgary. Vincent, welcome in. And predictions for the game? Well, I'm hoping for an Oilers win. I will tell you what's going on. I essentially turned down bowling tonight to watch this hockey game, right? I actually do have friends that think of me to do fun things with. And then, of course, secondary to that is that, well, I thought about not much else. Other than the fact that I was late getting home and didn't get the game preview up. So Oilers are 1-15 versus Nashville in last 16, so it's time for a change. Tim, that one victory came last year a very well-deserved victory on the portion of the Oilers that night, so that's good. And Lynn, welcome in. Yamamoto and Haas get a point each. Oilers win 3-1. Well, if Haas gets a point, you know how excited I will be, as per always. Yaz predicting 3-2 for Nashville. Cameron, yes, you were. You were the first comment on the stream. And money could be way better spent to help others. I'm just saying, right? Like, why spend it on a billboard? That's just silly. And then Archibald gets a few on that top line. Vincent, we've seen it happen, right? Archibald boomed up to the top line and suddenly he gets a point streak going, so we need that. And you have a life outside of Oilers hockey. I know. I don't believe it either, but I do. Hold on. Kazian's a legend. Cass is an absolute legend. And yeah, Australia, you know what? All over the world there's people hurting, so much better things could have been spent. Is Drew Remenda trying? What is Drew Remenda doing? My goodness, Drew Remenda is trying to grow a beard. Oh boy, have I missed something? I think I missed something last year or a year before, or however long we've had Drew Remenda. I can't tell you. But yeah, so Kazian suspended 2 games for altercation with Tkachuk. It's just a good chance for the rest of the lineup to step up and get it going. Of course, you would have liked to see Jujhar Khaira back in the lineup tonight to say what he got, but ain't just happening. So it is what it is. And let's see, what do we got? Are lines much different? I will get the lines for you right now, as actually that's what I meant to get to as we're getting into the pregame. It's Stauffer's projected lineup because it was an optional skate this morning. For our Edmonton Oilers, Neil, McDavid, Archibald, RNH, Draisaitl, Yamo. Then you've got Nygaard, Sheehan, and Patrick Russell, because Archibald's on the top line. Gagne, Haas, and Chason up there on that, well, top 4th line there. So I love Cass's interview from today, pure gold. That's, you know what, we reignited the battle, and now it all comes down to January 29th. Who's going to do what? And Peter, I feel that. That is a little bit ridiculous having a live stream games. I think you can get NHL Center Ice, but like, are you gonna pay $250 just to watch the Oilers in a year? I mean, I do, but a little bit different circumstances, right? As here we go. Hopefully, I can get rid of this lag in my stream because I'm absolutely killing myself here, trying to keep up to date with the stream, as I feel like I was a mile behind everybody else on that Gene Principe interview, that's for sure. And yeah, I think Kazian's going to set up some pretty nasty stuff for Matthew Tkachuk. I think we could be looking at the first line brawl in the Battle of Alberta in several years, and that by no means would I be upset about. It's Pittsburgh 4-2 over Minnesota right now. Tim with the important update as we head into the anthems, but first, we're going to have an honor to the plane crash victims in the Iran crash of the Ukrainian Airlines flight. So hold on, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to that in a second. And yo, what up? Welcome in. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that. And Zaki, welcome in. And any of those hits are clean, so fair game. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's fair game, so it's going to get ugly pretty quick. Tough go. That's absolutely rough. So everybody's going to stand up. Players are at the bench. Guild over the sticks. You like to see it. Everybody getting their caps off. Tough go for Edmonton. That is for sure. Not a good time at all. We get the anthems underway. And here we go. After that, you know what? The Oilers have to be inspired to put some good memories in the minds of their faithful. They haven't been home since that tragedy, so Robert Clark going to sing the U.S. anthem, get the Canadian anthem underway, and then we'll get it going for the Oilers and the Predators. The Predators who have some pretty sick road unis, I must say. And you're worried the league may mandate a no-nonsense policy for the next meeting. Well, I don't know if a no-nonsense mandate will matter to Kazian, you know what I mean? And especially you get under Kachuk's skin. Oh man, that would be good to go. And Reed, you're going for the Preds. That makes sense. There we go. That's why you're in here. And then we've got Roman Josi, who's actually a goal off the lead for the Predators. Goal scoring. I think he's got 14. And Philip Forsberg has 15. That's pretty incredible for that captain of the Predators, the defenseman. That's for sure, Roman Josi. And let's go, Andrew. How's it going tonight? It will if he runs them and sees the penalty box every time. That's true. That's true, but I don't know. That's kind of the crazy part, right? Is they again, guys in suits and guys in stripes trying to dictate it after losing control the first time. I don't know. But we don't need to debate that. We'll debate that January 29th when I get a chance to live stream that game. Let me tell you, it'll be a good time. As I haven't exactly streamed since my last adventure on Saturday night. That was a cold night in downtown Calgary. Let me tell you, she was not a comfy night to be walking around in a pair of jeans and a jersey. Oh man, supper not sitting well. Here we go. They got the Canadian flag out there. The anthem underway. And who's ready to get some hockey here? I'd like to get to some hockey. Edmonton's minus 48 with the wind chill. Yeah, you guys stay warm. Everybody up north stay warm. She's cold enough down here in the south, so I'm hoping everybody can stay warm and keep it going. So hold on. Actually, one thing I have to check. The reserves available. And nothing important happening online quite yet, so that's good to see. It's good to see. Okay, because we almost had a power outages across the province last night due to how cold it was, so we're hoping it doesn't get to that tonight and we can enjoy tonight's stream. Lethe is still minus 35. Absolutely. Nicholas, welcome in. And is the Oilers game on? Absolutely. She's time to get it going. Mike Smith into the net. 10-9-3 record. 301 goals against average and a 900 save percentage. Yeah, that feels good for Mike Smith, let me tell you. And actually, Pekka Rinne with a much worse looking record because he's in the 800s. So tonight's a goalie you got to get to. And it's something you got to deal with. And 6 points last 10 games. Josh Archibald, got to get him going big time on the top line tonight. And Nicholas, did I see that Kazian interview? They played it right before the game tonight. Here we go. Still disappointed that I missed the New Year's Eve game in Edmonton. I was supposed to go, but I was sick. Oh, Andrew, that sucks. That sucks. Especially if you would have went and you were still sick and had to spend it all yakking up in the washroom. And not the good kind of Yakupov. Mike Smith goes to play that puck first thing. We've got our line out there, Mr. Draisaitl, Yamamoto. Nice shot there by Draisaitl to direct it and look for a stick of Yamamoto. We got to get this going. Come on now. Let's get this going. We got to get a stop here. Nice defensive play there by Nugent Hopkins, turning that effort in. And they're just starting to get these shots on, and that's gloved down and knocked down. And look at Adam Larson just putting a man on his butt first thing. You like to see it. That's what we want to see. Is anybody getting in front of Mike Smith tonight? Anybody doing anything anywhere remote to causing trouble? The Oilers have to put a quash to it pretty quick. So the lines are as such. Regular top line with Archibald up there. Nygaard, Sheehan, Patrick Russell. And then Gagne, Haas, Jason. There you go. Quick and cool. And Peter, it's minus 29 in the peg. Boiling. Yeah, that would be boiling in Winnipeg, that's for sure. Chris Russell, Caleb Jones, your third D pairing tonight. They've had some rough goes of late, so We need them to get it going. Buffalo versus the Golden Knights, 3-2 for Buffalo. That's important. One of the few times I want Buffalo to win. That's right. I actually had a good little bait tweet on Twitter today about Buffalo Sabres lineup being a Junior A pay-to-play lineup. And that's what it seems like at times, especially how much they complain about it. Ooh, McDavid trying to get Neal going. And goal. Ooh, what? Okay. Let's go Oil. There's a big save for Mike Smith. And let's go Oil. Big 2 points. Let's do this one for Cass. We got to do the next 2 games for Cass. And then the next one against Calgary is Cass's revenge. We'll get it going. What a shot here. Oh, scoreboard. Yeah, scoreboard. Ladies and gentlemen, scoreboard. Duh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Vincent. There we go. There it is. There she be. Falling asleep at the wheel already early into his stream. 4-1-1 last 6 games for the Edmonton Oilers. That's absolutely awesome. Did you see the Rene goal? Not a Preds fan, but it's a nice bonus for a goalie with a great career. Absolutely, AK, I did. And that's a perfect setup for Pekka Rene. He lined that one up and domed it right into the back of the net. Let's see what we got. Crosby scores. Well, that is good for Crosby. That is huge for Crosby. Let's get this going. 18:42 to go. 3-1-1 last 5 games. Scored 16 goals. Have the Predators, so they've scored 3 goals a game, just above 3.2, I guess you could say. And we got to see what this Oilers team can get going here. As we need to get this puck crossed and get going here. We need a shot on net. And we need several of them at once. That's a nice tip. Nice tip there. Okay, what up? We don't talk about politics here in the chat, so we'll just disregard that. Any more about that, and she'll be a timeout ban. Thank you very much. Caleb Jones looking for this one. Jones in for it, but can't get it going. 17:58 to go. Mr. Patrick Russell gets that one across. Patrick Russell seeing the ice for the first time in a long, long time. And that one Gaetan Oss can't knock down. And the scary thing is Tkachuk just got one of Kazin's hands. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Nice play there by the Oilers to get it to the front of the net. 17:40 to go. John Hines, the fired Devils coach, becomes the hired Predators coach. Many, many times. Well, we're hoping. Let's look at this. Nice play. Back to the point. Look at that. The third line going to work. You like to see it. After 44 games, the Predators have 5 less wins than last year. Man, how can you complain about winning, eh? Thought we might win, then I saw Jones on the ice. Trust me. Jones is not straight up the issue with the Oilers. There's a lot bigger issues than just a third pairing defenseman, similar to how I always blamed Matt Benning. And surprised they haven't called up Cave. Well, it would mean having to send down Patrick Russell, and they're scared to lose him on waivers. I don't know why, but for whatever reason they are, and that's fair. But right now they're looking for a shot. Big block there by Gaetan Oss, and 4 points for Sidney Crosby. My goodness, Crosby is still the man in the NHL, even at this ripe old age of, what, 32 or 33 he is now? Guy's old. Let's get this going. We gotta move this around and get out of the defensive zone. So far, not a bad start, but I'd like to get it going at some point here. Get this going. There's the shot. Arvidsson, come on now. Nothing there. Nice battle there by Mr. Chase on what a play to get that out, and that's down the ice. Shot down by Gagne right on Pekka Rene. Had to think about freezing that, but he can't freeze it or else the Preds can't change. So we're back the other way, and this is a wide open start, but that's an icing, and there we go. The first real big break in this one, an icing for the Oilers. We'll go to that half commercial. And do you think they will call up Bouchard or Benson? I absolutely believe they'll call up Bouchard for a couple games this year, probably at the tail end once we've gotten things going. But right now, as it sits, I think Benson's your more likely of the two. And yeah, Benson is definitely ready by the looks of it. And, well, do I think there'll be a fight on the 29th? Absolutely. Whether that'll be Tkachuk fighting, Lucic fighting, Ronaldo fighting, who knows fighting, it'll be something going on. Bench clearing brawl if Lucic gets involved, I doubt it. Lucic gets involved, everyone will just, that's enough. We'll quit this. Don't want to actually make him look like a hockey player. Ah, awful. Man. Mr. UC Saros, 8th career shutout Sunday versus the Jets. 28 saves for UC Saros. That kid's a good goalie. He's just being absolutely stonewalled by having the legend Pekka Rinne still in net for the Predators. It's a tough go. Here we go. I think Darnell Nurse can take Milan Lucic. Let's be honest here, but I don't know what ends up going on there. As Yamamoto goes to get hit, but the man takes Nuge instead, and that allows the Oilers to keep it in. And look at Yamo right there on the puck. Johnny on the spot, going for it, trying to get it. Draisaitl now with the puck. I love this line. Have I told you that? I've told everybody that. I absolutely love this line all the heck. This is the most legit second line the Oilers have had in years, and it absolutely shows. And that's with a rookie on the line. That's with Nugent Hopkins and Draisaitl paired together, but this is the most legit second line you could ask for. All right, 15-15 to go in the first period. Worked on net by Duchesne and missed. Dante Fabro. Nothing there. Jordy, you're going F. All right, what's going on here? Here we go, up the ice. Roman Josi across. This one's going to be played in, and the Oilers don't turn this one over. It's going to be off the boards and to the man right up there. And oh yeah, there we go. Connor McDavid in on the attack. Roman Josi there. What I actually did with commentary style, guys, is I was messing around a little bit with a buddy on the phone when I was watching a game back in December when we were losing. I was just calling it like a fan would tell his buddy who can't watch the game over the phone, and it really makes for good style here on YouTube, let me tell you that much. And I want to see McDavid with Yamo, but I don't want to break up the second line. Power play, Nicholas. Power play. That's where the strength's at. You can have McDavid and Yamo and Draisaitl on the same line if you put them on the power play. Here you go. Patrick Russell. Get this going. Get this down deep. That's what he does. That's what he's excellent at. And he goes along the boards. And look at that. He powers right through the man to go fully around the net. Back to the point. Adam Larson. There he's going to shoot it from the other point. Blocked though. Thankfully, he tried to shoot it along the boards by the looks of it, or shoot it off the man to the left instead of the right and allow that middle break, so that's good. Anyone else's Sportsnet glitching out, please let me know, because I've got a weird go in here as things just seem to glitch at a few seconds every time. And how do you get the game live? I've got it on Sportsnet, the package on online, but that's a Canadian package. I don't know how you would get it online in the States as a Preds fan. And okay, your guys is just as sketchy as mine. I'm glad to hear that, because my goodness, she hasn't been the most pretty. And what do you think will happen with Kara? Like I said, there's trade options, but is a trade going to happen? Probably not. I don't know what's going to happen with Kara right now. Hopefully, we find some solution, because I'd like to see him in the lineup producing, but at the same rate, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And JT switched the bitrate. Well, thing is, the stream coming through Sportsnet. I definitely don't know how to switch the bitrate on a Sportsnet live stream. As right now, I've got just my HD options and stuff, and I ain't watching in anything less than HD, so I ain't worrying about it. 13:08 to go. First period, 5-4. The shots on net for the Edmonton Oilers over the Nashville Predators. Always nice to have that shot meter already. And who does Yamo take out on the power play, though? Our power play is cooking. Our power play is not cooking right now. We are something stupid like either 3 for our last, actually 2 for our last 12. That's not cooking anymore. So the fact is, we need to get Yamo in there for Chiasson or Neal, whoever you have to go. And Brett, we may have a lot of decisions between now and next season, but right now the only decision we need to make is, are we a playoff team or not? And that simply comes down to work your tail off and make it. So that's that. Here we go. Let me get this going. And insert ad. We'll get that going. And yeah. And definitely JT not messing around with the bitrate anything on my screen, because I know technically speaking it's nothing to do with the bitrate on my screen, because it's just on the Sportsnet part of the screen, nothing else is lagging out, and I don't want to be messing with that right now. And the Leafs are winning 6-2. Well, isn't that something right there, right? We talked about that. We're good. And absolutely is. If everything goes right, the Pacific could definitely have 5 teams make it, and the Oilers would be probably in that second or first wild card spot, depending on how things go, or even third in the division. That's kind of where I have them slated to go this season, is somewhere in there, and hopefully produce some good stuff for us as well. So we're up to 21 of you guys who have tuned into tonight's live stream. Appreciate that. We've peaked at 28 at one point. That's awesome. That's fantastic. And up to 129 playbacks as well. Fantastic. Vraxel, what's going on, my man? Welcome into the live stream tonight. She's been a quiet go to start this game. Nothing really screaming fantastic from us so far, but the Oilers and Preds, what you need to do is go get some information, and you look at it this way. The Oilers, 5 hits to the Predators 4, 5 face-offs to the 3 Predators face-offs, and then you got 3 Predators giveaways, an Oilers takeaway, and 2-1 the block shots so far. So let's get back to this. Did I see Pekka's goal? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was a good goal by Pekka Rinne, that is for sure. Why did that pop up on my phone instead of on my computer? Alright, there's the shot. And up over top of the net. And nothing going on there. Let's see. Get this going at some point. It's just along the boards there. She does a little bit of a chippy fest trying to get that puck out. The Oilers control it. And Darnell Nurse throws it all the way down on Pekka Rinne. Wow, okay. Got an idea. First PP, McDavid Dry, Yamo Chase on Neil Clef. Like I said, does make sense, right? And the second PP, like I said, the second PP is what we need, but we only have 1 unit because Dave Tippett refuses to use more than 1 unit. It's crazy. Brendan, welcome in. And Jay, welcome in. We're going to get this going as Mr. Sam Gandhi is going to line that up for Alex Chiasson, who's going to lose it. But that's one thing Chiasson's been better. That's one thing they've been better at this year with Alex Chiasson, is forcing the play forward if you don't have a play, and definitely getting that going a little bit in this game so far, as Chiasson's going to try and flip that one across. Thankfully, Chris Russell finds it, or it would have been a very high turnover. Chiasson again flubs the puck, but pushes it all the way back to Chris Russell, and Chris Russell is able to get that one there. Shot on, blocked by Mike Smith. He points out to where it is. That's an old school goalie telling his D-man where it is. As let's get this going. Mr. Gagne across, and now Draisaitl shoots this puck up and out of play. That's all there is to. Alright. And let's see. Kobe? That would be awesome, absolutely. And so Oilers versus Flames in the Pacific, exactly. And Nuge goal. Oh, guys, how far behind am I? My goodness. Was it right off the face-off? Must have been right off the face-off. As here we go. It's Archibald on the boards. That's what they're showing replays of. Win a night and we will be ahead. Oh, yeah, that's right off the face-off. There you go. Wow, okay. I wasn't just kidding. Did I know what's going on? Man, I am learning hockey at an incredible rate. Let's go, boys. 4-game point streak, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins getting it going. And McDavid deserves better's in here cheering for Nuge. I love that. Look at this. That is such a beautiful setup. Like, that is so incredible that the Oilers have made that adjustment. They're setting up like it's a power play, and with Nugent-Hopkins there, that works. So instead, change McDavid to be a winger, get Nuge in that bumper spot on the faceoff. Woo, good to go. That's a huge goal. That is a gorgeous goal. 1-0 for Nugent-Hopkins with an assist to Draisaitl, who now ties Connor McDavid with 71 points on the season. And the Oilers just need to light this up the rest of the way home. That's a good start. You like to see it, that's for sure. And now Kyler Yamamoto's going to get in there. Those boys didn't even get a full shift in, so they're going to get a full shift in on this shift, and it's going to get to go. And Renan, no, it's actually good that Mr. Nuge is not the last man in, because Quinn Hughes being the last man in costs Vancouver some cap penalties if everything was correct according to... Oh, who had it in the chat? I think somebody had it in the chat last game out, so we have to figure that out again. And Nuge has been playing some great hockey, well, especially since creating this second line. It's been huge. And can't wait to see Zach distribute some sweet justice. Everybody's all right on that. And let's get this going. Colorado 1-0 over Dallas. That's not convenient, but convenient enough, I guess. As they're trying to get this playing around, but Nygaard had some difficulty getting that in. 3 wins after opponent scores first. T fewest in the NHL. Ooh, who are they tied with? Detroit or New Jersey? That's a rough stat, man. The Oilers probably number 1 in that category, to be honest with you. As 9:30 to go, the Predators setting up an attack. Kyle Turris across. Nice play there by Mike Smith. And look at the Oilers collapse to the front of the net, put it in to Mike Smith, and deal it up right there. That's good to go. Nugent Hopkins, that is just a beautiful shot. Good effort. Kyler Yamamoto peeved off that he didn't get a point because, man, you want to be on in something that beautiful. Fans, the city is looking forward to the 29th. I know there's games before, but the 29th is going to be a good time. Let me tell you, we're going to have a good live stream on Wednesday, the 29th of January. It's going to be an absolute riot. I can almost assure that. Fortunately, it's a work day, so I might have to bank some overtime and come in a little bit late on the 30th so as I can get some sleep. And what did people say to you at the game? They said the Condors jersey was quite sick. Actually, they quite enjoyed the Condors jersey. And other than that, I had a Flames fan that was very disgruntled about Jesse Puljujärvi in front of me. That's one interesting note, and that's about it. That's about it. That's all there really was to it. Is nobody really said anything to me. I turned to my buddy and said some choice words about Kachuk after the Kazian incident, but that's about it. Yeah, so fun fact, Nuge has like 28 points or something on the year now, and he could possibly get like 30 this game if he gets a hat trick. And is Vancouver still losing? These are the important questions. Let me flip you an ad, because we're on commercial. And let me go to the scoreboard. Vancouver's down 3-0. That's good. We like seeing that. Vegas is down 3-2. And so it all comes down to Arizona and San Jose, who are tied 0-0. So all could be good. You got 30 already? He already got 30. Okay. I haven't checked the stats clearly enough lately. I did check that Sam Gagner has like 8 points this year, so that's an interesting note. But Nuge getting it going. Spreading out the scoring on last road trip. 19 goals. Nuge 4 goals, McDavid 3, Draisaitl 2, Nurse 2, Chase on 2, Sheehan 2, Clefbaum, Haas, Yamamoto, Archibald. Goal for Nashville. We don't want to hear that. They got a lacrosse goal, really? You've got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 Oh, wow. Look at that. On the backhand, rip around. Wow. Oh, what else can you say? That's nobody's fault. Like, that's nobody's fault. Everybody's taking away the pass. That's just a dirty, filthy goal. And that takes some guts. Absolute guts to try. So good on him. Good on him. Wow. That was beautiful. And that's, unfortunately, it's a highlight against us. But to get to watch that live in real time, you can't complain. You don't even believe what you saw. That's even though I knew it was coming. 8:56. Buffalo 4-2 on Vegas, so they got the empty netter. That helps us. And look at that. Mike Smith does everything to react, but can't seal off the post, and it goes off his gut. Cody, welcome in. And where's my old toque? Isn't it minus 30? Well, I decided to have a shower after work because let me tell you, minus 30, you sweat pretty bad if you've got the thermal layers on. I did today. And you know what? That's exactly Louis DeBrusque saying. Ain't nobody's fault. That's a gutsy move, and he got it rewarded. That's incredible. Mike Smith, I don't know what you're doing coming out to play that one. He likes to play baseball. They're all over the place. Well, realistically not a great start, but it's still been a pretty solid start, I must say. We got the goal. Nice play by Nuge, and it just is what it is. Pitts 7-2. I think the Wild may be finished. Ooh, okay. Good. Here we go. Look at this. Good shot. Ooh. Couldn't bite the tip. Going to be minus 43. Feels like minus 53 when you head out in Edmonton tomorrow. Oy. Guys, why did you have to talk about the temperature? I am just freezing now. I am absolutely cold as a stone again. I just warmed up after that shower. This is garbage like a... I'm never watching hockey because these guys... Oh, these are beautiful goals. As long as she stays under the crossbar... She's all well within the right. You can bat a puck out of the air. Come on, real. Come on. Have a little bit of fun. And the Oilers still getting their chances. And, of course, it's the second line. Get your jersey and toque on. Yeah, probably, eh? Wouldn't that be something? Well, jerseys are for games only. Even though I didn't take any pictures, I had a couple pictures taken at the game of me, but I didn't take any pictures at the game other than a couple I sent to my sister on Snapchat. And it'll be colder than the Gala crater on Mars. Yes, we're colder than the North or South Poles. It's Edmonton, we're used to it if you can get used to frostbite. My ear would say you can. My ear would say definitely you can. 9-8 the shots. Is Sam in the lineup? Yes, Lee. Sam Gagne in the lineup on the fourth line. He's not out there right now, but he is in the lineup this evening. Let's get this going. As we did alright to get that goal, but we couldn't get going. Alfred, welcome in. Let's go Oilers. I like to hear that because Mr. Joachim Nygard busting down the wing, cutting back, made a guy fall completely, one over. And now we're going to take a PK out of a rush like that? You've got to be kidding me. Is this Nygard right there or what are we going? Nurse there. Nothing there. Come on. Somebody's got to get something off. Is it Sheehan? Is it Nurse? Where's the penalty? Is that on Nygard? Okay. Alright. We're dealing with this. Done. And alright. Nurse, okay. There we go. We had the same idea, Tim. Absolutely the same idea. What did Nurse do? I don't know what Nurse did. Right there, he fell? He fell and took a guy out? Sure. We'll complain about it later, I'm sure. So it's the first power play. Remember the power play for the Calgary Flames? That's what they're all bragging about. Let me tell you, if it was Oilers fans bragging about beating the Flames on the power play, the Flames fans would say the Oilers are only good on the power play, so it is what it is. And I say an optometrist is needed, absolutely. Bang, big save, Mike Smith, 5 seconds in. At least Vegas just lost, that's number one down. So that allows us some breathing room, right? Even if we only get an overtime loss out of this one, it's still breathing room a little bit as well. Look at this, nice face off. There's the blast from Yossi. Big swallow by Mike Smith, and she's good to go. As was that a goal? The lacrosse? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it was. Buffalo 4, Vegas 2, final. Ooh, she's coming together. Need to climb back up tonight, absolutely. We do. But even an OT loss, as long as everybody else loses, that's the thing. As long as we get points when everybody else doesn't, that benefits. But you'd like the full 2. You'd also like the win because that helps the stats at the end of the season, that's for sure. 6:33 to go. 16 power play points for Yossi. He leads Nashville. And there's the shot. Big save by Mike Smith, positioning that one. Now that goal isn't special. No, it is not. It's becoming a common theme. 6:25 to go. 1:26 on the power play for the Nashville Predators. Calle Jarnkrok, very good power play player for the Nashville Predators, I must say. Quite enjoy watching him defeat us sometimes because he's done a lot of damage to us over the years. Am I wrong? But if we get 2 points, aren't we tied for first in the Pacific? I believe we actually get the lead, Robert. We get the lead. We are ahead of the Flames due to goals for. That's right. And the crowd at home is brutal. No energy and super quiet. Let me take a second there, Jim. Yeah, I ain't hearing anything. I ain't hearing anything at all. And that's the brutal part. That's right. You and I, we have the same complaint every time. Home crowd, way too quiet. Got to learn something from Boston. They were rocking the whole 60 minutes. And Vancouver has looked messy for much of tonight's game. It looks like they will lose. That would be huge. Power play points among forwards. Matt Duchene tied for 25th. Connor McDavid, 31 power play points. Wow. Okay. Craziness. It'll take time to recover. That's true. It's true. They need to get in the building and warm up, I guess you could say. That's fair. That's, you know what, in these temperatures, that's a fair statement. As Toronto attempts to cough it up late. Oh man, wouldn't that be something if Toronto coughed it against New Jersey late? Woo! Woo! Ooh! Ooh! Yeah, especially after those last few games for Toronto. Then again, Oilers cough up leads too, so I can't sit here and say anything. As I can sit here and look at my Connor McDavid jersey and think about how excellent it would be to wear that to an Oilers game sometime soon. Big save. Mike Smith, the save. And then tipped away by Adam Larson. Then getting going. Tampa lose their 10-game winning streak to Tampa? I think they might have. I don't know. They probably lost against an Eastern Conference opponent, I'd imagine. Hello, Mr. Orange. Here we go. Mr. Clefbaum. Getting it going. 9 seconds. Ooh, Nicholas, you're a whole 9 seconds ahead of me. Let's go. That's alright. I ain't going to complain about that, guys. I finally figured this out. Hopefully we can get to 10K. Rennan, the whole plan for 10K, let me tell you, is the playoffs. The playoffs going to come down to everything at the end of the day, is where things are going to pop off and explode here on Dolynny TV. I can guarantee you. That's why I'm so diehard for the playoffs. It's because it means a lot of fun for us, that's for sure. 44 seconds, but the Predators are dominating. Nashville goal. Scored on a crappy change, I see. Yossi's still got it here. The Oilers gonna go off on a crazy little line change. Everybody's gonna lose their man, and that's gonna ooh. Connor McDavid, your man back checking and just not working hard enough. Watch this. Watch the replay. Let's watch this replay. I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Connor McDavid not back checking hard enough, and everybody says McDavid's got to just worry about offense. I'm sorry, you got to have McDavid playing defense as well. Watch this. Bang. And look at Connor McDavid just coasting. Again, Connor McDavid just coasting. Watch this. Nothing. Doesn't move his feet till it's too late. Blame McDavid. Straight up, blame McDavid. That's a lazy defensive effort. Again, allowing his man to get to the front of the net, especially not somebody that's elite. It's just Mr. Connor McDavid. That's all it is. And Rennan, we're still above 500 at home. So that's the thing. If we were below 500, I'd worry about it, but that's brutal by Connor McDavid right there. Gotta be better. Gotta be better than that, that's for sure. Alright, so we get that second line out there. Bench the first line for a little bit and actually use a good line that knows how to defend and play offense at the same time. 4:15 to go. McDavid has to use the speed both ways. That's all it comes down to. I'm not upset that he's a terrible defender. It's just, if you're going to use the speed offensively, please use it defensively too, because you're getting beat way too much defensively. And look at Draisaitl just wheeling and dealing across that blue line. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oof, if it wasn't for that stick, a little bit more sauce would have gotten us going. And I really think part of this is the home crowd never seems into it, right? It's a 1-1 game. It's a Tuesday night, like, fire it up and let's go. But nobody wants to party away at the Rogers place on a Tuesday night for whatever reason. I don't get it. I mean, any night at Rogers is a good night. Doesn't matter what night of the week it is. So you should be into it. Yamo there back to the point to former Condors teammate Caleb Jones. It's flopped there, and what the heck is Darnell Nurse doing? My goodness. Niall, Canucks suck. Yep, they do. They do. Trust me, they do. I could have told you that at the start of the year when we beat them 3-2. Get going. We need a big check. Joseph, we're not doing the greatest. Down 2-1, but again, panic time? Not really. As here we go. Mr. Gaetan Oss going to get across the blue line. Remember, here's the stat. No matter what the score is in this game, don't think Nashville is going to win this one automatically because they actually only have 3 wins after being scored on first. So that is it. That is all there is to it. 14-1-0 in the last 15 games versus the Oilers for the Nashville Predators. What a crazy stat that is. As here we go, 2:42 to go in this period. We just need something positive to break our way. We had that killer power play that run us down in our own zone. We went for a crappy line change and then allowed ourselves to not back check hard enough, and that does cost you. And why do I think Curry hasn't gotten a chance? Simply because Curry got his chance last year, right? Curry got his defined chance last year and did what he did to show what he can do, but I think more of a player you're looking at in the NHL level is either Benson and Yamamoto, and this year they deserve the call up first, I guess you could say, based on organizational rank of prospecting. And I used to think it was just the broadcast that made it sound quiet, but after going, it just really is quiet. Absolutely. Unless the Oilers score a big goal, it's pretty quiet. And you see Yami getting rough, love it. Absolutely. Yamamoto getting his body moving is so fantastic. Connor McDavid out there wheeling and dealing, all of a sudden it's with James Neal shot and it goes up on out of play. Two 2-1 lead for the Predators over the Oilers. 1:42 to go in this first period. And let's get this going. Shall we? Let's get an ad inserted here. We're up to 36 people in the live stream. Guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. That really means a lot because honestly, usually, about in the first period, we don't have that many people in here. So I appreciate that. What I'm going to do right now is speak to all of you. If you want to hit that subscribe button, that keeps you around here a little bit longer by allowing you to tune into more videos, get you in the subscribe box and all that. So definitely. Hit that subscribe button, guys, as well. We've got 36 in the live chat right now. Hit that like button, because if you hit that like button right now, and we're averaging 37 people in the stream at any given time the rest of this period, we can probably get that number up over 50 midway through the second period. So hit that like button. Let's get the stream going, popping off crazy, and let's get going. As Jaden, glad to make her on time. Well, we're down 2-1, but that's just in time for the Oilers to get going, isn't it? I think it is anyway. We're just waiting for this commercial to get going, and then we'll be rocking and we'll be rolling back to it. Owen, should have been a penalty for holding on Yamo. Yeah. I think that's what Kevin Quinn was saying just as we went to commercial is, like, how do you not call that penalty? And let's see, what am I missing? Niall, I've already replied to you. And what do you think of this game? Yugi, it's a typical Oilers game to start. That beautiful goal by Mr. Philip Forsberg. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with that beautiful goal by Philip Forsberg? You tell me. Curry has 15 goals. We could use him like Benson, but he was definitely not ready in preseason. Well, Jim, here's the thing. Mr. Curry scored a lot of goals last season, too. He scored a lot of goals in his AHL career. He didn't score that many with us last season. So that's what I'm kind of saying, right? Is if you're going to call someone up, you have to figure out the situation with Kara, Gagne, and Mr. Jujhar Khaira. So there's a couple of decisions that need to be made, but I think ultimately Benson, you have to test Benson out. That's the thing, you have to test Benson out. That's all that it comes down to. And it really doesn't matter, UV, if we lose this game actually. We will not fall that far behind because Vegas lost. It looks like the Canucks are going to lose, and then it looks like, yeah, the Canucks are down 3-0 with a minute 23 to go in that big old second period, so we should be good to go. And Edmonton power play off of the face-off is what I'm going to assume, because look at this, Kyle Yamamoto out there. And let's see, where are we going? Oh yeah, there's the hook on Yamamoto. Thankfully, they finally call it. They finally call it, and we're good there. As Mr. Ethan Bear is going to try and score on this. Look at this, the Oilers dominating. There's the shot blocked in front, and Nashville's desperate to touch this. Let's get this going. We need to get this Oilers team a big power play goal, that is for sure. Let's score before the end of the period. The Oilers greasing late power plays, and it's not Connor McDavid drawing a late greasy power play. Rob Trent used to be great at those circus goals. Same with another Oiler we just got rid of. They were never allowed to do circus goals. If they were allowed to do those goals, we would be. Well, who knows? I don't know. I don't think Rob Schrem's quite the guy that would have made the difference, but you do have a point to a degree. And let's score before the end of the period. Definitely. PP. Let's go. And Nashville stick checking. Absolutely. It's tough, but that's the recipe to shutting down the Oilers. Here comes the goal. I'm calling it Neal scores from Dry and Clef. Let's see what we get going, Owen, unless you just super ruined it because you're at the game right now. And is Neal out there? I don't know. I think it's actually Chase on the power play, so we'd have to wait till the late going of the power play. I just got a text. Bouche bomb. Oh. Mr. Evan Bouchard just scored a AHL goal. That's a good shot. About 45 seconds to go. That'll mean Chase on will head off. 4 for 17, so we're still operating just below 22. Ooh, dry goal. Dry goal. Okay. All right. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, Connor McDavid. What was that? Anyone want to tell me how Connor McDavid just blitzed through the zone like that? That was craziness. As who? Edmonton. Yes, Edmonton. Leon scored. Bang. And look at that. Leon Draisaitl side of the net. That's why you got Chase on down there. That's what you get going. Metal Clan, the Leafs won. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oilers have tied this game. To my point, Jaden, just the perfect time to tune in. You tuned in right at the beginning, which means we're down a goal and need one late. And 12th shot of the game ties it 2-2, 17.6 seconds on the clock. And look at this, bang, Connor McDavid just explodes through the puck, drives it around the net, gets it in front, and then gets it to the bear. And there's Clefbaum going. Then Mr. McDavid down, Chase on down, and Draisaitl side of the net scores the goal. So Chase on picks up another point, and guys, quietly, all of a sudden, Alex Chason is having a heck of a season. It's getting it going. It's the profile picture trust. That's right. 16-16 to go. 26th goal of the season for Leon Draisaitl from Chason and McDavid. You wish Clefbaum could have gotten a point there, but not tonight. Let's go. Mr. Bear will go out to play this, flip it up into the middle zone, and knocked down. 1 period done. Not a great period from either team, but it results in 2 goals apiece, and whoop, 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 whoop. The Oilers are tied with the Nashville Predators after 2 periods of hockey, and you just gotta love it. Gobi, it's huge, absolutely. And 3 goals for Austin Matthews. Good on him. You know what? It's good to see Austin Matthews finally starting to do something. 2-2 apiece. So, shall we get an ad quickly and then go break this one down as quick as possible? Because let me tell you, we're going to have a lot of fun with this score breakdown. As end of second between the Jets and Canucks. 1-0 end of the first between the Coyotes and Sharks. And 2-2 after 1 between our Predators and the Oilers. Our Predators being our Predators, the opponents. Nuge from Draisaitl. Draisaitl now has 2 points, but of course Connor McDavid gets points, so it just all factors in that McDavid now has as many points as Draisaitl at 72, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Philip Forsberg unassisted, that beautiful goal. Colin Blackwell, the goal to get it going from Yannick Weber and Nick Bonino. It is what it is. Shots are tied 12 apiece. 11 hits over 7 for the Oilers. 14-10 the faceoffs for the Predators. That's why we call it back into this. 2-2 the penalty minutes. And then you've got 3 giveaways to the Predators, 2 for the Oilers. That's good. I like seeing the Oilers not giving away the puck as much in that first period. 4-1 the takeaways for the Oilers. 7-5 the block shots for the Predators. And 1-1 the shots on net. Now what you have to do is bounce on over to the sheet. Both goalies, 833 save percentage, so it is what it is. And then check this out. Mr. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 5 minutes and 33 seconds, or 53 seconds on the ice. Trail is Mr. Connor McDavid. Well, what is that? 6 minutes and 19 seconds. Not bad. Draisaitl, 6:17. We're managing ice time. Guess what? That puts them on pace for 19 minutes. Exactly where Dave Tippett should be having them, no more than 20 minutes a game. So as if you need to burn them in overtime, you can rip them and let them fly, right? That's the key. So Yamamoto's smaller size is his advantage. He's just 2 inches taller than me. Yeah, Yamamoto's small size is an absolute advantage out there on the ice. And let's get this going. Couple of chats here. Leon, what a beauty. And then let's get this going. Let's reply to the Boosh Bomb. They're coming in bunches. Backhand lacrosse goal. Woo! What a beauty. That was dangerous. Yeah, like what the Darnell Nurse, so burnt there, but what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do in that situation? And Yamamoto is our best winger, tied with Nuge. Well, Yamamoto and Drysdale, technically speaking. And let's see. Would have been nice for RNH to get his second, but I have patience. He has 2 more periods. Yeah, we need an RNH hat trick. That game against the Flames was a little bit too much of a tease. Bouchard is playing tonight, or are you talking about the Condors? About the Condors. Bouchard's down in the AHL scoring Boosh bombs. You like to see it. That's good for him because I called him out for it in an update. I'm like, man, like you should be scoring lots of goals with the shot he has. And all of a sudden he scored like 4 since then. So that's good to see. So guys, I'm going to give you an ad break here real quick, and I will be right back to get us going for the intermission. We'll talk about some stuff. We'll share some stuff, and we'll get it going. I just need to go grab myself another drink, and we'll get to it. Let's get this going. There we go. That feels good. All right. So, guys, again, reminder, if you're in the chat or in the stream, what I want you to do, because actually, right after I said, hey, everybody hit that like button so as we can get up to 45 people or so in the stream, we can do it to 50 by the midway through the second, because at one point in this stream, we were up to 45 people already. So I'd say, hey, good challenge. Hit that like button. That shows YouTube this is a good stream. And then what that does is allow us to get more and more people in here, get into that trending page on YouTube in the sports section. And guys, as soon as you do that, whew, we're going to be dandy. So what I want you to do is just share the stream with as many people as you know and get that all going. And we'll get this stream popping off tonight. I assure you of that. And if you're new to the channel right now, you're either in the chat and I don't know who you are, or you're just hanging out and you want to stay tuned with the Oilers, hit that like button, of course, as I said, and then also hit that subscribe button and click the bell if so inclined to get notifications for when I go live the next time. And absolutely. And disagree. We need it merch, people. What? We need it what? Buddy, I'm lost. But yeah, Jaden definitely need to keep Bouchard down there as long as possible. That said, it would be nice to see him at some point, but right now we need to figure out what we're doing with Mr. Caleb Jones and the like. Likes Buddy, more viewers. Ah, yes. We need more people in the chat, because let me tell you, it gets a lot of fun when we have anyone in here. And Mr. Chad, let's get going. You're in agreement with Real about getting rid of the lacrosse goal. Imagine if that was for the cup. I'd take it for the cup. That man. If that was for the cup, that would be the guttiest way to win the cup. Like, think about it from this way, right? It's kind of a cheap goal, but imagine you try to pull it off and you don't score. The team goes back the other way and scores the cup winning goal. You're going to be roasted like an idiot for years. So it goes two different ways. Jordan, welcome in. Good to see you along again tonight, guys. I'm so happy that everybody from years past is back in the streams. I must be doing something right. YouTube must be liking me in the algorithms again because everybody's getting it going. As it's 2-2 between the Edmonton Oilers and stuff. Goalies can stop the lacrosse goal by standing up. And that's what Mike Smith tried to do, except for this time with the lacrosse goal, it hit him right here under the arm, right? And that's such a weird place. Like, that one fell off the stick of Mr. Philip Forsberg and still went in the net. That's a little bit crazy. You don't see that too often, and that's a lucky goal and a gutsy goal, too. And hoping San Jose beats Arizona tonight, man. You're telling me. You are absolutely telling me we need San Jose to pull off a big one. Flames versus Oilers. Prepare for a true bloodbath. Guys, I know the hype level is going to be off the charts for the 29th. We'll do a couple of videos leading up to that one because we'll have all the time in the world. But if you do score the game-winning goal with the cross goal, you'll forever have the meat. Did I just read that? Oh boy. And San Jose heating up lately. But they will drop off again, absolutely. And Ron Hextall would stop the lacrosse goal. Ron Hextall would probably hit you with his stick as he come around to score it. Let's be serious. Ron Hextall wouldn't be stopping it with the body. He'd be putting you on the floor. And that's something we don't see out of goalies enough. That's why I like Mike Smith. He's a little bit of a throwback, a little bit crazy, and you gotta appreciate the goalies that are a little bit out to lunch sometimes, because being a goalie, she's a weird position. McDavid should have had that guy in the second goal. Andrew, that is where we can all agree. We can all come together and agree here quickly that McDavid should have had his man, similar to a couple of games ago, on that second goal. That one hurts, that stings, but what you gonna do? I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do at all, but we'll make up and we'll go score some goals. Any predictions on Nurse and Kazian contracts? Again, if Nurse gets anything over $5 million, we overpaid. If Kazian gets anything over $3 million, we overpaid. And Connor McDavid plays lazy, and that's the thing, right? He's such a high-octane effort player offensively, but he doesn't play defense with the same octane. What do we got going on? Okay, yep, sure. Yep, sure. Alright, Curtum, can't wait to see Kazian crush the turtle. Well, I was just reading a comment about somebody calling me an idiot for my take on the whole thing, but I don't care. Minus 42, not including the wind chill. I'm with you. And what do you think is going to happen with Kara? As I said, there's a lot of trade options, but I think honestly it's probably a whole lot of nothing again. A whole lot of nothing is probably what happens with Jujhar Khaira, and that's just what it is. So the Oilers versus the Coyotes is at a 1 p.m. start. Ooh, that's going to be a fun Saturday, I can tell you that. And if he plays on point defense, his numbers will double. Absolutely, because you think about him pickpocketing a guy and going up the ice on a breakaway, whoop, it's automatic. Coasts around a lot. Absolutely, Cody, he does. And can't be an idiot for having an opinion. Well, that's exactly. My opinion can be wrong, but just because your opinion's wrong, right? It's the facts that make an idiot. And a few of Turtle Boy's teammates admitted they aren't too pleased of turtling. I didn't see that. I'll have to check some Calgary commentary out. There's just been so much on this. I haven't been able to check out enough, and that's been the problem. More takeaways on the quick transition, the more odd man rush as well. Especially, you think about Connor McDavid. He's got Josh Archibald out there tonight. That's huge. If Josh Archibald's out there, good to go with Connor McDavid. Especially, regularly of Kazian, who's just as fast. It's all good. It's all good. You have a lot of chances to get it going. And not a fan of Kara. I say I love Kara, but problem is Kara isn't bringing the Kara stuff. Kara isn't bringing what he normally does. Who's talking in the background? Is that my cat? Oh, you guys can actually hear that talking in the background? Oop, hold on. Yeah. So that's a little risky. If you guys were able to hear who was talking in the back, it was actually Gene Principe and Drew Remendez. So good ears to pick that one up, but that is a problem. And doesn't want the story to die because it doesn't require much work on their part. That's true. Pit two guys against each other and let it play out. And Kara isn't bringing the physical dominance. That's exactly. Kara needs to be crunching guys, getting it going. Okay, Jordan, you're messing with me, but that's okay. I'll turn it down. She was a little loud anyway. And let's see. Doesn't move his feet. He can skate okay, but he doesn't move his feet. He's pretty irrelevant. Yep, exactly. No, it's all good. It's all good, Jordan. It's all good. You punked me good. That's a good way to punk me. Get me moving around. And trade Kara again. Trading Kara for picks doesn't solve the problem. It does. It allows Benson in, but you need to trade Kara for somebody who can still play the big body, but also produce a little bit more than Jujhar Khaira. I know everybody's pointing at Wayne Simmonds. Personally, I don't think Wayne Simmonds is it, just because, I don't know, I just don't, but it's just what it is. Louis DeBrusque getting in here. He's in the commentary. Look at all those notes on him. Looking good with all those notes. He's got his Timmies. There you go. Right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that Tim Hortons Cup by Louis DeBrusque, that is fantastic. That is grade A and above that a broadcaster in Canada has Tim Hortons up in the broadcast booth. You gotta love that when they're gonna bring. Yeah, that's a. Look at that. Okay, that second one not dirty. The guys, we can all agree that second one was clean. And then Matthew Tkachuk didn't know what was hitting him, but like seriously, he pretended like he had no clue what he had just done. That's another problem right there. But Zach Kassian, oh guys, whew, my goodness, oh my goodness, oh. That was a good time to be at the Dome. Let me tell you, when all heck breaks loose at the Saddle Dome, there ain't nowhere to be better than that in the Battle of Alberta. Mint. Absolutely mint. Edmonton will stand pat on the trade front. Division and conference are tight, and the trade partners are minimal at best. That's the thing. Unless something really opens up, there isn't that much, right? We've talked about Pajot. We've talked about Kreider. We've talked about a couple things. I haven't talked about Toffoli, because realistically, we've heard it, it's rumbled, it's gone away, it's rumbled, but nothing serious, right? Like, the Oilers have never had a price on it. There's never been really that big discussion that I can remember on Oilers now that I've had to come home and listen to. There's nothing there, so it's just crazy, right? Let's get this going. Personally, I'd rather be in Calgary for the Battle of Alberta. Absolutely. Absolutely. Calgary for the Battle of Alberta, guys. It's just, enemy territory. Something about that. Well, what I need to get to, I'll get back to your comment, Mr. Asif, in just a second. But Chad with the $13.99 donut. Holy goodness. Chad wasn't expecting that. I saw yellow light up on my screen. Seriously, I saw a yellow light up, and I'm Chad. That's why I'm stunned, is because I couldn't tell you what was going on, but it's yellow. That makes sense. Thank you very much. That's the first one on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Big props to Chad, who we see every so often, and of course always getting going. And here you go. Chad's got the quote from Kassian that sums up anything you need to know about the Kassian Tkachuk situation. If you're gonna play big boy hockey, you have to answer the bell sometime. And that's what Cass was looking for. Cass was looking for, hey, okay, let's fair game, but let's just answer this right now. And Tkachuk wasn't willing. That's end of day. Chad's got it in a quote, settled down right there. And man, that's especially using the super chat to put that in there. That's just a notch above too. All right, Matthew, you're in again in agreement of banning the lacrosse goal again. I think as long as she stays below the crossbar, it's all good. It's a gutsy move, and realistically, you have to adapt to defend, right? Lots of crazy things, right? With kicking pucks, all that. Things change over time. That's pizza money, too. Remember Half Price Tuesday from Papa John's. In fact, Airdrie. No, they got a Papa Murphy's. Airdrie just got Papa Murphy's. And let's see what we got. Hope we get a good winger for Connor. What are we talking about there, Lynn? What are we talking about? Matthew, again, we're not going to sit here and call out players. Because that's just, we don't need to be doing that. But Philip Forsberg, again, gutsy. So pizza money. Robert, now you got me thinking. Because $13.99, let me tell you what $13.99 scores down at the old pizza shop here in town. Is it scores a beautiful medium ham and pepperoni, and let me tell you, there ain't nothing greasier in this town than a ham and pepperoni from the old actual pizza shop. The bar that does pizza, they do a little bit less greasy, but man, ooh, man, that pizza, that, trust me, New Year's Eve, coming home at about, what was it? Ooh, tough to say, about 12 midnight, ooh, it was good. And exactly. Once the lacrosse goal fails, a lot it'll be punted. It's a thing that'll come in waves, right? You think about the spinoramas and the shootout, right? Those things were all the rage, and then they got banned, and now you barely see any spinorama on a breakaway ever. Just is what it is. And Italian sausage, pepperoni, bacon, ham is where it's at. Well, in a small town, that's going to cost me about $18.50. And I'm looking when I get off work on a cold day, you got to get it out here there for the cheapest. And Willie's Pizza in Sherwood Park. Was it Willie's that I had? What's the one on the main drag there? Is it? It's not. It might be. No, it's like you come off of. Okay, anyway, we're back to action in the second period. We'll get to that in the third period. NC Standard pepperoni, mushroom, green pepper. Yeah, I need to get into eating green pepper on my pizza so it's got some vegetables on there. I must tell you that. Can't get over how well Dry Yamo and Nudes are playing. Guys, that's what we need to get to because they're on the ice right now. They're controlling down low and getting it going. Clover Bar turnoff. Okay, I want to say it's a small town joint. I ate at it during a Sherwood Park lacrosse tournament for the Lakeland Junior B Heat back a couple of years ago with the coach and his family. And let me tell you, beyond fantastic. Like, I was dying over there. Just got a regular old pepperoni. Wow. I don't know if it was Willie's or not, but let me tell you, Kyle Turris. Oh, that's Philip Forsberg. That's Philip Forsberg, ladies. As Mr. Drysettle pokes that up. Look at him. Look at him. Drysettle's moving his feet tonight. Drysettle's moving his feet. That's what I like to see. And look at Mr. Drysettle getting it going. Ooh. I don't know if that's Drysettle has to make the pass or if perhaps Yamamoto's just too small. Let's just say. And it might be Nietzsche's. That's what I'm thinking, Jordan. Nietzsche's. That's the one. I will guarantee that's the one. Two words I enjoy. I love you guys. I've got Junior B stories to the end of days. The end of days I could tell you stories about my day spent in Junior B lacrosse and Junior B hockey. And a little bit of Junior A hockey with Pontiacs as well. 18:26 to go. One thing I saw come off the board is Chad Stono. Chad, thank you so much, my man. You know I appreciate that a lot, and I appreciate you tuning in as often as you possibly can. As let's get this going. Big shot there in on net. Mike Smith can't handle that. And Neil liking the chances but not making passes. Look at this. Look at this. Bang on. Archibald can't make the pass. That's tough to go. And Andrew, I didn't play Junior B. I broadcasted Junior B. I've been a reporter. I've been pretty much everything you can possibly be media related in Junior B over the course of my career, and I'm still quite involved at this point as well. Look at that. Patrick Russell cutting his man out of there. Arizona up 2-0 on San Jose. And hold on. Got an image. Avs point out on the video board, McKinnon becomes the third player in history to hit the 40 assist mark in 3 straight seasons. Joe Sakic and Peter Forsberg. Wow. That's nuts. Joe Sakic and Peter Forsberg, the only two. And look at, yeah, Mr. Philip Forsberg greasing for it again. And Matt, go Oilers go. Well, we're hoping. We're down 14-13 in the shots department, but just haven't been able to make two offensive zone passes, and that's tough to go. 17:44 to go here in this second period. 2-2. 13-14. The shots on net, of course, favoring the Nashville Predators, but this fourth line is going to try to go to work and bat a puck deep. They can't do it. Turned over there by Caleb Jones. He gets it back. Turned over by Nashville. Onto the stick, off the stick, down the ice. No icing. And this game's going to get a little bit wide open, I think, here in this second period if we can. Nice force to the front by Riley Sheehan. Would love to see Sheehan stick with Archibald, but You know what? Get Patrick Russell a goal now that Sheehan has a couple, and you just never know. Nice deflection there by Sheehan. Unfortunately, it bounces the wrong way away from the net. Now there's the shot by Patrick Russell. He can't force his way through. 16:59 in this second period left, and it's a 2-2 game. And that was about the Oilers' best shift of the period so far, as it was a fourth line, third line shift, whatever you want to call it. There's Gagne clapping it there. Blocked. Chiasson follows it up, misses the net. My goodness, here we go. We're starting to rock. We're starting to roll. And this is exactly what you want to see. The bottom two lines going to work and putting some work in the offensive zone and on the body as well. As that's a turnover to Nashville back up the middle. But look at this turnaround by Clefbaum, hustling for it. Going to check off the defender. That's going to be Larson getting in there. And Blackwell is not going to be able to get up with the puck for another chance at a goal, because the Oilers going to move that one forward. And now across the line, look at that again. Alex Chiasson, not sure where the puck is, but he keeps it moving forward. And that's one thing I already noted in the first period, I've really loved out of Alex Chiasson to start this 2020, is he's been moving pucks forward and really just staying strong on them, and you gotta love it. You gotta love it, because if every Oiler was strong on the puck, defensively and offensively, guys, we'd be such a unit. We'd be way better than any team in the NHL possible. I will tell you that straight up. And Lynn, we've got the World Juniors in Edmonton, that's for sure. An unfortunate time for Meds. Hopefully I'll be able to get back. Nurse have zero sense of humor about that stuff. I feel that, Rob. I feel that. Arizona versus San Jose. It's a 2-1 game. Tim, that's the most important update of the night so far, Mr. Arizona and San Jose. Arizona. Mike Smith made a glove save and punched somebody in the face with a blocker. Does that make sense? I think that's a sentence. I don't know what the last 2 or 3 sentences before that could be called, but that's a sentence in and of itself. And we're down to 25 people in live stream. So we were rocking, we were rolling there just for a while, but that's alright. We'll get it to it. And we'll get going. Mulligan, yeah, no doubt. Need a mulligan on everything. Arizona's up 2-1 on San Jose, but San Jose scored. That's an important update because the Sharks have scored. Nicholas Spack. There we go. That's one of our missing 40 people in here. Mr. Nicholas Spack after the intermission. 15:44 to go. 2-2 the score. The shot's 15-15. Seems like whoever runs away with the shots is going to get a goal, and then the other team, when they tie that shot total, is going to come back and score a goal. Just seems to be the way this game went, based off of only one goal, which would be the tying Oilers goal on the 12th shot of the game. Weisenhaus with Nygaard on the third line and Benson brought up for the fourth. Come on, you know what? I'd love to see Mr. Benson on there. But honestly, in this ideal setup, if you're without Kazian or anybody in the top 6, you got to go with Benson on that top line with McDavid. And especially, oh man, against Arizona, I would love to see Tyler Benson lighted up on the top line against Taylor Hall. Let's just be serious. Everyone's streaming the game on their phones. Well, that's true. It's true. You can do that nowadays. It's amazing how far we've come in 10 years, right? Think about 2010. How many people even thought streaming a hockey game on their phone was possible, right? That was back when everything was still hardcore radio. Radio was all that mattered, and TV mattered, and pay-per-views. And then all of a sudden, here we are in 2020. I'm live streaming it on the internet. I'm live streaming my interaction on YouTube, and that's crazy. And the best way to watch the Edmonton is put the game on TV with mute on and then put Dolynny on YouTube. Well, let me tell you, you might not want to miss the important things Kevin Quinn and Drew Remenda and Louis DeBrusque say, because I miss a lot of those important things, so you need to be up to date as well. That's the difficult part. Hold on, Philip Forsberg up over top of the net. What a chance there. That was crazy. Let's get this going as McDavid's going to go for this puck. He's going to go for a skate and back around. Somebody picked this puck up. McDavid coasting through the middle. Trying to wind up that goal he did the other game. And look at this. Nice play, but tied up again. Oh my goodness. Tied up again. McDavid isn't buzzing. Not really. McDavid doesn't quite have the magic he normally does. As he's out of the reach there. I don't know. He might be a little bit frustrated here. And can we not trade Nurse for 12 sticks? I don't know. I'd trade Nurse, sell him high. Sell him high in the offseason before you negotiate a contract. And game is lacking a bit of intensity. That Tim, you had noted that, but the one thing we did note is at least the Oilers came in and scored goals. That's the Flames game against Montreal seemed to lack intensity. I only watched the last 2 minutes where they were trying to score an empty netter and weren't doing anything. Let me tell you, kind of lacked some intensity from what I saw trying to score that final goal. But this Oilers game, I think the crowd needs to bring it and then get the boys going. And then once the boys get hit, and we'll talk about things changing. Now, I like that Larson leveled his man off the pretty much tip of the game, but there's a nice shot there by Nygaard. Nice effort. Good spinorama. Just as I was saying, spinoramas really aren't a thing in the NHL anymore. Spinorama shot on net. Why not? Big save out of Smith. What a blast on Smith. Okay, that's what we're talking. All right, Cody, we'll talk about that in a minute here. As Mike Smith gets nailed with a shot. Ooh, gets nailed. I don't like hearing that term. Is up the ice, and Clefbaum, what are you doing, buddy? Clefbaum, what are you doing? What a shot, and ooh. Wow, look at Mike Smith, just totally unfazed. Like he was ready to make the next save. Like he was ready to make the next save. Look at this. Bang, and yeah, he's right up ready to make the next save. That's insane. Can't wait until we have a defenseman who can actually shoot a dangerous shot from the point. Jim, that is Mr. Evan Bouchard. Let me tell you, that's the point of Evan Bouchard. And then you've got silky smooth Philip Broberg who can feed him the puck for those blasts. That's what it's all going to come to at the end of the day about 2 years from now. And yeah, a little shook though. Well, yeah, I'm not going to argue that. He definitely was looking around, but he was looking around to make the next save. That's what I like about Smith. A little bit of a gamer. Now per your concussion protocol discussion, how do they explain a puck to the head? Well, Tim, there you go. Let's have that discussion, shall we? As Matt Benning removed from the game after a puck to the head, right? He played 9 minutes and 51 seconds in that one, pretty much gone as soon as the puck to the head. Mike Smith takes a puck to the head. Zach Kassian not removed. I'll flip a coin. You call it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it going, Tim. Let's get it going. White, welcome in. Heads or tails that they pull him out of the game? Because that's what it seems like, right? Heads or tails? Let's see. All right, I'm calling heads. They pull him out of the game. Oh, look at that. Heads right there. I can't really get an angle, but that is heads. So, yeah. Heads, they call him out of the game. We'll find out, I guess. Yeah, I'm glad I actually had a prop that was useful. Man, Gene Principe got nothing on me tonight. Yep, Mike Smith's going to get out of there and see what he can see at the bench before getting back into the crease. The ref's talking to him a little bit here. As projected number of starts, Koskinen 43, Smith 39. Only 6 goalies projected to start 55 plus games each. And future PP McDavid Dry knew some guy Clefbaum. Well, that some guy is either Benson or Yamamoto. Yamo Benson, our third line center, Broberg and Bouchard. Well, that could be deadly, that's for sure. And almost a wraparound. Ooh, from the Oilers or from Nashville? You let me know here, Cody, because that's you're way ahead of me. And who's going to the Arizona game? Oh, hold on. Tim's coming up with the big up. Oh, it's a Connor McDavid almost wraparound. Ooh. Cody, making it difficult on yourself there. As they've got now Alex Chiasson up there, so that means they're probably going to move Archibald and Patrick Russell around and try to get things going up there for those two. As there's a shot there. Nice look for McDavid. All of a sudden, McDavid just turns it on and gets it going because that's what McDavid does, I guess. Pecorine falls down. And yeah, I've noticed Gagne a couple times just skating around making a couple of passes, but that's about it. That's all he's done. That's about all the fourth line's really done. And look at this. There's a chance there for Tyler Yamamoto. He gets turned back and he gets pushed down, and Yamamoto forced back, but he keeps on his feet long enough to get it to the blue line. Connor McDavid still getting it going. Yamamoto shoots it, blocked there, and Sam Gagne, the lines are really in the blender. And my goodness, as Mr. Ethan Bear shooting it across. Come on now, Connor McDavid out there on an extended shift, looking like a power play for the Oilers right now. As we got to get this going. Bang, nothing there. Come on now, boys. Come on, move this back to the point. And look at this. The Oilers just skating through the zone. Connor McDavid can't get off. He's taking an extended shift, and that's what we're talking about. as it's gloved ahead. Okay, the gloved ahead, that's where it comes down to an end. I was a little confused. I saw the glove, but they kind of delayed that whistle when it got onto the stick, I feel. Let's look at this. Just an excellent, excellent shift out of like 3 or 4 different blended Oilers lines on that one. And look at that Connor McDavid chance. Pecorine, if not for Pecorine, that's a goal. Any other goalie, probably a goal. But Pecorine is still a pretty good goalie. But a helmet breaking means that the helmet absorbed the shot, so most of the vibration went through the helmet. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. That is true. Career high 2 points versus the Flames, and Verexel on the board as well. Thank you so much. So it's Chad and Verexel, the heroes of the stream so far tonight. Let's get this going as Draisaitl back the other way. We're going to get this going. Sorry, guys. I really want to watch this shift because you know who's on the ice right now. And look at that. What a deflection. What a deflection by Yamamoto. Would that have been considered kicking in if it was in from Yamamoto? That's what I'm asking. Right? That's what I just noted that as well. Is because you look at it, that's a deflection off the leg. Does it catch the skate? How does it go? But you can't move your elbow, that kind of deal, to do it either. You can't butt it in. So it's tough, right? It's absolutely tough. But it's a 50-50 gamble every time it goes to review, so who knows? Let's get this down the ice. Ooh, Nashville, bang, there we go. And the Oilers are going to get this up the ice. And here we go, Mr. Nugent-Hopkins on the attack to Draisaitl. They're really loving playing this line a lot lately. That's good to see. Is, you know what, it's nice to see McDavid try and have an extended shift and then nothing there. And that's going to be an icing for Darnell Nurse, as Matt described. And NHL has been pretty lenient on kicking, exactly. But being the Oilers, Tim, as I say, maybe 50-50. But I guess if the NHL is being more lenient on 50-50 kicks, and it starts going 50-50 for the Oilers, so that's better than the 10-90 it's been for years. So that's true. And how's the stream been so far? What do you think the Oilers have done bad and good? And what could they improve? Well, you know what? The Oilers just need to make their passes. Need to simply do things the right way. And there's a shot, and you guys are celebrating a goal. And Archie getting, spoiled it for me. Spoiled it for myself. Get going. Let's see this happen. That's going to be, how far behind am I? Am I really that far behind? My goodness, am I ever. I got to watch this play and then I'll get it going. As McDavid across. Oh, look at that play by McDavid. And what is Pecorine doing? Pecorine looking like an NHL 20 goalie there, trying to make that desperation slide save. But Josh Archibald scoring that goal. And right there, McDavid's got a 2-point night. All right, so McDavid's done more than he's given up. We're good. We're fine. We're dandy. I don't know. Zach, Leafs win, absolutely. And Cody, it's the nature of Connor McDavid, I guess you could say. I guess it's the nature of Connor McDavid. Now, I mean, I know I've got an all ages chat here. I go from 7 to 70, but I guess what I should explain with the NHL goalies is in NHL 20, you've got only certain buttons you can play. And there's a combo that you can do exactly what Pecorine did there, so I guess it's an actual thing that you could say. And the McDavid is still actually a -1. Yes, but it's because he's a power play producer. Right? That's the thing. He's a power play producer. And if the plus-minus on the power play, he'd be plus 9 million. Nice try. Good save, Smith. Right. Here we go. Mr. Nygaard. Greasing for it. He gets knocked down. That ties up Mr. Patrick Russell. It seems like the third line's back together. And watch this as Bing-Ang on. Ooh. Ooh. Philip Forsberg's feeling it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, look who's Captain Dangerous out there tonight. Ooh. Wow. Whoa. Ooh. Oh. Look at this. Bang. And look at that try. As Smith just doesn't even bite. Yeah, Smith probably had some choice words. I'd be saying Smith had some choice words. That head turn, he looks exactly at him. But, I mean, you burn a guy on a special play once. Why not try 3 or 4 more times? And I guess that's Philip Forsberg's strategy. 3-2 the game, however. And this is setting up what should be a good game review to end tonight. As long as the Oilers can hang on to the lead and get it going a little bit more. As look at this, right up the middle to Nugent-Hopkins. Yamamoto with him. Yamamoto not tall enough, long enough to get that puck. That's unfortunate, but we'll battle through. because the defense has been quite alright tonight comparative to most nights. Like, if you blame a forward for the second goal, i.e. McDavid, who's now got 2 points. And that's going to be an icing. So, let's take a review quickly of things here as 3-2 with 9:59 to go. 17 saves, 20 shots against for Pekka Rinne, and then 18 shots, 16 saves, 889 save percentage for Mike Smith. That's good. It's good to see. And we are back to hockey. Pardon me. Might have been you, but I'm pretty sure I heard power play and penalty kill goals don't count to your plus minus. No, it is. That is a true thing. So power play doesn't count, nor does penalty kill. So 5-on-5, 4-on-4, 3-on-3 is your only situations in which they count. I don't know. Empty net, I believe, also counts, but couldn't tell you. Would love a Baby Yoda meme. Oh my goodness, we could chef something up on Twitter. I'm sure I got Photoshop. We'll make it work. All right. Your wish from Santa came true with solid goaltending from Mike Smith. Well, let me tell you, we're getting it out of it. And even Mikko Koskinen, not terrible, but just couldn't bite it there and get some big defensive stops from the team against the Calgary Flames. Even McDavid, I don't know, Mr. Baby Yamo is where it's at. Almost second of the night. Let's watch it here. Across to Darnell Nurse, down, shot, tip, and whoo, just over top of the net. So Calgary started to go fund me to put Chuck's face on a billboard in Edmonton. Now I wish we would have thought of that first. Well, let me tell you, Chad, what we thought of, especially since I know you throw around the super chats. I shared something on Twitter, at Dolynny TV on Twitter. It's a thing that a Oilers fan, a nice lady, nice Oilers fan, said, you know what, let's be better than Calgary. Let's go out there and donate to Calgary charities instead of wasting our funds on a billboard. So that's what this lady proposed, and I think she got like 5 donations from what I saw, of like $25 to the Brown Bag in It, which is a charity in Calgary which allows kids to have a proper lunch at school, no matter their income, no matter their whatever. It allows them to have a good, nutritious lunch at school. So that's $125 minimum vouched for on the internet, based out of these fine folks in Edmonton, instead of these clowns putting up a billboard in Edmonton out of Calgary. Let's just say it. Although, yes, let me tell you, if it's the playoffs, I'm game for that. In the playoffs, it's a whole different nature, but regular season, like, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. Alright, let me get to this because we need to find out the stats. Let me tell you guys, we've been up in between 25 to 31, and absolutely, the billboard was a complete waste, Tim. Absolutely. I don't think I was debating that. Hope I wasn't. But how many games has Smith played? I think he's on pace to play like 39. So that would put him at pretty much 50%, which would be about 23, 24, something like that. I can't tell you. You'd have to look that stat up. I'm not 100% sure. And Gobi, which YouTubers do I watch on YouTube a lot? Well, I try to hop in for as many seconds as I possibly can without getting distracted into my man John from Hot Take Hockey streams. I've tuned into a couple of Gravitas streams. Like, thing is, I don't really do a lot of YouTube watching. That's the weird part. I really don't watch a lot of YouTube other than the Edmonton Oilers stuff that I need to catch for doing videos and stuff. I don't know. It's just never really been my thing, and that's maybe what's always set me back as a YouTuber myself, is I don't watch much other content. But it's tough, right? As I'm sitting here always trying to produce content and always trying to work, and I don't know. I need to find time for it for sure. I watch a lot of, not Looper, what is it? Is it Watch Mojo? Like the stuff, the people that always cover the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm all over that. That's for sure. Alright, let's get this going. Guys, Connor McDavid getting it going. Talking about waxing his stick. Ooh, magic on the stick. Ooh, maybe that. That's what you're talking about. Have I ever played COD? Way back in the day, I owned Call of Duty 3. That's way back in the day. It's like, what are we talking, like 2008? As 8:02 to go in the second period. Let's get refocused, boys. We've got a finish here in front of us. 3-2 for the Oilers in the second period. 21 shots on net to the Predators, 18. The Oilers trying to find a way to get a win here tonight. So let me tell you, things are looking good. Tim may want to update us on the San Jose, Arizona game, because if he does, we might have something going. And let's see if Mr. Ethan Bear can get it going, as nope, nobody's going to be able to get it out till Darnell Nurse bodies off his man. I'm like 40 seconds behind. I know. I'm always 40 seconds behind, and I did everything I could to try and solve that today, and I still couldn't solve it for whatever reason. As the cameras lost the puck, Mr. Clefbaum claps up, blocked in front. Good shot. At least he had somebody back. And am I staying for the third? I might as well. The Oilers are winning, and the chat's been electric tonight. Might as well. Let's get it done. Unless things change real fast, but I doubt they will, because Nashville are really not looking that dangerous, as it's 2-2 between San Jose and Arizona. That's the important update. 4:24. Tim, you're a lifesaver there. As Mr. Gaetan Oss getting it going. What a save by Smith. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Let's see. I love, you know what? I hate that the other team's shooting on our goalie, but you gotta love Mr. Mike Smith making a save. That's an awkward save, but it's a Mike Smith save. Throwback save. A throwback butterfly goalie. I don't know if there's such a thing, but again, another big shot there, and Mike Smith makes the save. So 6:35 to go here in this period, and the Oilers just trying to clear this puck. They'll get it out, and let's get it going. There we go. Bang, and down the ice. They're going to get this here, and Mr. Nugent Hopkins can't get that going, as Caleb Jones there. And nothing, absolutely nothing going on so far for the Oilers trying to get this puck into a dangerous situation. We've spent the last minute chasing around our zone. Chris Russell battled off by Matt Duchene. Matt Duchene's elite, so let's not kid ourselves there. But look at this, nothing going on here. And big save, yeah, okay, now we're starting to get into risky business territory of Mike Smith's making all these big saves. Nuge trying to get that one out. It's going to be out of the reach of Yamamoto. He's going to force it forward, but not actually. And now Mike Smith's going to have to make another big save. Another big save. Big rebound. Puck goes by the side. Okay, Smith's battling, but it's sketching me out again. Don't like when Smith starts battling like this. Gets me scared. Look at this. Nashville all over. This is their push. So if we can hold on from this big push, we'll be fine. As Yamamoto throwing the body too. And look at this. We're going to find a big Draisaitl hit right about... where? Right about where? Draisaitl not going? Arizona 3. Ooh, look at that. Draisaitl just launches Matthias Ekholm back. There you go. And is that excitement from the crowd I hear? Somebody page Mr. Jim Rap, because we've actually got a crowd noise sighting at Rogers Place this evening after that Draisaitl hit. As let's go. Smith doing all right. You know what? He's got a 900 save percentage. You'd like to see him wrap it up around 925. And crowd is pumped. Well, that's good. They should be, because the Oilers survived that. Mike Smith made some big saves. And Draisaitl on the same sequence got a big hit. And ladies and gentlemen, this hockey game's starting to turn into our fortunes. Luke, welcome in. Glad to have you along tonight. Let's get this going. We're starting to get going here hard. As Mr. Adam Larson there. Clefbaum there. Everybody shutting it down defensively behind the net. Larson up with the puck. It's been a really good game from our defense. I can honestly say that. From straight up just the 6 guys paid to play defense or the position of defense, they're doing a good job tonight. They're all right. Really no complaints. Yeah, there might be some mistakes, but I'm not complaining quite yet. Archie playing well. You know what? I'm glad to see Archibald keep producing every time he's put on the top line. That's nice. Jordan Osterley for Arizona, of course. And now the ex-Oilers curse is going to extend to guys doing things against other teams because it hurts us, and that's the most Oilers part about this. It's nothing like saying that's a stretch, but it's an Oilers thing, right? Only the Oilers would be hurt by ex-Oilers in the playoff race. That's all it comes down to. And what a save. Ooh, boys, we're getting it going tonight. And Matthias Ekholm gets that into the corner. Victor Arvidsson there. Going to be knocked down. Yes, Puljujärvi for Jordan Kyrou. I don't know what we're talking about. And now the chat comes alive with a huge save by Smith. Oh! Oh, my goodness. Oh, Oh man. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that that was going to be the big save everybody was talking about, but I just about lost it there for a second when he went between the legs again. Yeah, you know what? You've tried it 3 times, you scored once, just ease off it now because you're only looking to get your head taken off now. And that's not saying like the guys are going to be head hunting because you're being greasy. It's just somebody's going to take exception from you being too fancy, right? There's a point of elite, and then there's a point of being too fancy, and somebody's going to take a little bit of exception. Zane, what are you saying? You're saying you love the stare down? Yeah, so do I. So do I. And up a bit, generational or so. McDavid will also be high. Thing is, I don't know. A lot of these players are hyped up too much for Excel. That's the problem. Well, as I said, Jim, minimal mistakes tonight. Again, it's always risky business is as risky business does for the Oilers to win. So Mike Smith will bail, so will not complain. I think it's been a solid game from the defense, and mistakes will happen. That's one thing we do need to read into things. Is mistakes will happen no matter what defensive structure, defensive team you have. Problem is, it's how many defensive mistakes bite you. That's all it gets going. And he went through the legs again. Yeah, that's Forsberg is definitely greasing for it. I'd argue that his shot was his only shot in the situation. Much better second than the first. Yes, definitely. Over if you analyze the two, I'd say the second one was a better position to take it, but after trying it once, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. And who's going to the Arizona game? Not this guy. This guy, I don't know. Maybe I could, but a little bit cold out, and I've got to go for an outdoor rink skate on Saturday as well. And I need to focus on the old student loan here in January. It's a tough month. Christmas was a rough one, but that's all right. That's what you do. You treat the people in your life right, especially at Christmas time. Edmonton Oilers power play coming up. Well, would you look at that? Less than 5 minutes remaining in the period. Who would have thought it, eh? Serial cleft bomb time. Oh, man. Wow. Got whacked. Absolutely whacked. What does risky business is as risky business does mean? Well, risky business is, so risky business is as risky business does. I don't have a true definition of it. It's just something fancy I say to kind of make up saying about the Oilers kind of taking chances, but also getting rewarded when they take chances. So when you take chances, you're going to get bit, and sometimes you're going to get rewarded, and that's all it is. Is sometimes they're going to pay off, sometimes they won't, and you just got to kind of find the balance on the right side. That's what it comes down to. I think that's what it comes down to for me. And Jason just got here, getting home from work. Go Oilers. Jason, what do we got? The Oilers winning this one? Please tell me the Oilers are winning this one. You were calling it last time. There we go. That's killed. And just a minor. That sucks. And yeah, I know it's a confusing term, and I think I started it. When did I start that? Probably late November is when the first time I used that risky business does line. But it's honestly, if you sit there and just even come up with your own definition of it, it describes the Oilers by a mile this season for sure. Winnipeg 4-0 on Vancouver. Signed, sealed, shut. Vancouver loses. We need Arizona to lose. We're good. Get on us, not bleeding. It's a 2-minute minor with 2:08 to go in the second period. So again, we grease a late power play. And again, I always say we grease a late power play, but the reason I say we grease it is it's the same time every period, every time, and we score. That's the formula. I know it's almost a formula, but it's greasy, right? Like, what other team in the NHL does this night in, night out, getting a power play with 2 minutes to go every period? And you're seeing PK. And here we go. Let's get it going. 4-on-4. Okay, that's what we're going with. There's the shot. Nothing there. Well, that wasn't good. Well, probably not. Who took the penalty? What penalty, James Neal? Get this going, James Neal there, and oh my. Oh boy. That's what they're calling a slash nowadays? Real slash, Neal. I mean, that was so quick. I don't even, like, considering how blind the refs are sometimes, I can't even believe they caught it. Mm. It is a slash. It is a slash, technically speaking, but yeah, James ain't believing that one. That's not exactly the way she would normally go. That's a 50-50. 50-50 call. Let's see. 4 on 4, 139 to go. We'll make of it what we will. We've got a pretty good 4 on 4 lineup, let me tell you that much as well. Nugent Hopkins, and is it McDavid out there? We'll take that. As let the Oilers set up, and here we go. Watch this play. Bang, right to Darnell Nurse, and there is the rush 3 on 3, just like in overtime. Drop back to McDavid. Nice tip play there for Mr. Connor, or from Connor McDavid to Mr. Ryan Nugent Hopkins, and now we set up the attack on the offensive zone. There's the play across to McDavid. He'll carry it in. He's going to try and deke 5 men. He's going to get the shot on net and get the freeze. Going to get him coming and going some nights. That's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, let me tell you. You see those 2 liters of, is it 2 liters or 1 liters of Nestea at the grocery store? You gotta buy those when they're only $1 or whatever at No Frills or Superstore. And then you gotta cut it half with water, half with iced tea, and she's a real good time. I know, that sounds silly. I'm cutting my iced tea because it's too strong. What a guy. 39 points scored at home. It's 3rd most in the NHL. That's crazy to think about Connor McDavid. 50 seconds to go in this 4 on 4. And ooh, there's a break. Draisaitl with Darnell Nurse. And Draisaitl's going to shoot this puck and miss wide. And Mike, am I doing the live stream against the Flames on the 29th? Well, I'd be pretty silly if I wasn't. Let's just say. Was your dream Stanley Cup final match that's not involving Canadian teams? Tough go. But one day, a Seattle matchup would be nice. I think Seattle versus, say, the Florida Panthers, especially seeing Alexander Barkov getting it going. That's a tough go. Tough question. Because I'm really not much into my American teams as much as I used to be when, you know, the Oilers sucked real bad, but is what it is. And it's over. PK and period should be done here. Kill those power play seconds. That'll mean the Nashville Predators start with 13 seconds to go. Guys, I'm going to throw you an ad real quick because I got to tell you, I got to go throw a bathroom break in my regiment as well here. Rangers versus Islanders, that's true, but unfortunately can't happen. Let me get it going. 36 of you tuning in. Thank you, appreciate it. We'll be right back to it in a minute here. Ladies and gentlemen, get this going. Alright. Let's see. Boy, any predictions? Gobi getting the chat going with predictions. Let's see. Who's going to replace Detroit for the team who will be repaid in the playoff? Remain in the playoffs for more than 20 years? I don't know. Tampa Bay seems like that team. I think Tampa Bay is set up for the entirety of Mr. Steven Stamkos. I'd say. Oh. I need to go for a skate. My cardio sucks. Winded walking to the bathroom. Craziness. Also running around trying to get a drink of water and play with the dog a little bit, so it is what it is. Alright, let's check the chats. Twitter. Guys, I'm going to throw you one last thing. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Dolynny TV, all one word. You might have to do that at some point. Let me tell you, there's some gold. I share some pretty hot takes on Twitter. If you think I say hot takes in my videos, just tell me about the hot takes I send on Twitter. And might be able to, yeah, absolutely. Alright, Forsberg going to score, then McDavid, then Yamamoto, empty net. I don't know. I really don't want to see Mr. Forsberg score another one. Trade Broberg first. And what are you going on? Braden Point? Definitely not. Alright, one last time. One last time. We're gonna get this going one last time. Guys, if you're in the stream, I gotta advertise for myself. I'm gonna give you the instructions here. I'm gonna take this down, gonna put that up. Here are the instructions. Trying to hit 7,500 subscribers sometime before playoffs. Because we do that, we can hit 10,000 before the end of playoffs if the Oilers are in the playoffs. With these live streams, things will be nuts. Let me tell you, it'll be a great time. That all in, all said, what you want to do is click that subscribe button just down below, right beside my name underneath the stream. That gets you access to the videos that much faster. You don't have to come looking for me. You get to find me really easy, right? The live streams will be there. Everything's there for you. And if you hit the bell, which is next to the subscribe button, the bell next to the subscribe button gets you notifications of when I go live, notifications of when a new video is posted, and you can customize all that. You can kind of set it to however you want. And I'm not saying you have to do it, because let me tell you, I personally don't have notifications on YouTube, but if it's something you do like having from other channels, definitely consider doing it for me as well if you hit that subscribe button. Guys, all I can say is I would appreciate it 100 million ways to Sunday. As what I'll also tell you, that like button, what I can tell you is you hit that like button. The more you hit that like button, right? The more you hit the like button, the more people we get in here for the third period. And let me tell you, that's not a bad time when you have things going on. And Kaiser, not really a big shout out guy, but that's how it works. As I say your name, and that's about it. That's about all. How she goes. So here we go. 30 in the chat. We've actually, guys, this has been the crazy part. My average watch time on a live stream. So the average time a viewer normally spends in the live stream is 5 minutes and 28 seconds tonight. That is nuts compared to, let's go back to that Montreal game where it was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So I really appreciate everybody hanging out and enjoying the stream with me tonight, enjoying the hockey game. I think we're really building something special here, and that's Josh Archibald with Gene Principe, who built something special in that second period, scoring the go-ahead goal off an assist by Connor McDavid to give Connor McDavid 73 points on the season. 1 goal tonight, 4 points in the last 7 games. Guys, let's be serious. If Josh Archibald was a 40-point scorer, whoo, dandy, we'd be rocking, we'd be rolling this season. Let's see. Josh Archibald, I just got to do what I can if Connor passes me the puck. If that ain't just the most, I probably shouldn't be playing with Connor McDavid line I've ever heard. That's awesome. It's cool to be able to watch the game with other Oilers fans. That's one thing I've really found is you can have a really good community, especially we all watch the game a different way, right? Whether it be on our phone, laptop, desktop, you watch it at the airport, you watch it wherever, but when we can all kind of meet here, it's a good time to go, right? We can all discuss it in real time, and we can all have the opinion. And I mean, I'm always going to shove my opinion down your throat because that's kind of how it's set up, but hey, a lot of you guys, if I'm wrong on something, and one person says it, and then a second person says it, it usually changes my tone pretty quick, doesn't it? I think we know that very well. And Cole, like this is the crazy part about tonight's stream, is we're seeing people we haven't seen in months days, years, weeks. Like Reed to start off the stream, coming in here supporting the Preds. We haven't seen Reed in probably over a year at this point, but he's here. And now Hot Take Hockey's here. This is what I'm telling you. Oh my, McToads is here. What, like, guys, everybody, the gamut of everything on Dolynny TV, everybody stopped by tonight, and that's what's really made this stream fun. Let's get to Cole's message first. What's everyone up to? And Tyson, long time no see. Glad to see the Oilers winning so far. Hopefully stays that way. Cole, I swear if you came in here just to curse it, I'm going to be mad. But my man, you kind of have a little bit of free reign there, don't you? And John, how's it going tonight? I will let everybody chat with you because, I mean, as much as you and I can chat back and forth, I think the bigger thing is everybody chatting with you. And let's see, McToad, boys, what's up? Well, McToads, we're just up 3-2 right now, and I'm encouraging anyone who's new right now to hit that subscribe button so as we can keep these live streams going fun. And what do we got? Winslow, my cat. Winslow is your cat. Well, Winslow, I'm going to tell you, this is my cat Zap. This is my cat Zap, and she's pretty cute. She's pretty cute. She's not normally this long-haired, but because it's winter and it's minus 30 out, I probably won't shave her till February. But she's pretty cuddly right now, so we're going to be good. And Vrexel, ooh, with the super sticker. That, oh my goodness. Those are not used enough yet, but I mean, nobody really knows what those do quite yet. And Kaiser just subbed. Thank you so much, Kaiser. And we got to get to Tim's message here. For me, that's the key to Edmonton long-term success. Finding players to plug in the lineup with their high-level duo. That's exactly. And I think we found the fit for Draisaitl and Nuge, right? Obviously, you have to look at what Nuge fits into the lineup too. And Yamo seems to be that guy. Now, is Benson the guy on the top line? Because if Benson's the top guy on line, well, I'll take a mulligan on that sentence too, Tim, if you can let me. Then all of a sudden, we don't have the issue we have. But are we expecting a guy that's technically speaking probably going to be a top 6, mid-tier, actually mid-6, mid-so forward, who knows? And there we go. And now Mr. Luke's going with the fist bump, thumbs up from Vrexel. Guys, you're crushing it tonight. Thank you so much. Holy goodness. And Hot Take Mad Donos, she's coming in hot and furious tonight, guys. Appreciate that so much. You have no clue, because let me tell you, I get everything getting going here quick enough. I've got a little bit of a surprise planned. Hopefully before the playoffs come out, I'd like to get something going. And it all comes down to getting it going with everything. March is kind of a big month for me. I've got a lot of work that goes right in March, so that's kind of the month. I've got a lot planned for YouTube, let me tell you. And Diz, you love watching the streams. I love doing the streams. You know what? Last year I kind of hated the streams, but last year it was tough to stream, right? Similar to how it was in December. It's just not fun to stream when they're losing. And running out of mulligans, let me tell you about it, right? And even though I'm not much of an Oilers fan, it's good to hang out around in the hockey community. And that's the thing I hate that I don't do enough, is go interact with the hockey community. And I think it would really benefit my channel if I did. But again, I sit there and play Chell with the boys, and that's one thing. I've always been a big-time Chell player with the boys, so it is what it is. And Luke, again, thank you for the dono, and Vrexel as well. And where am I at in the chat? Curry's been doing all right down there, hasn't he? Think he'll get another shot this year? I think if a guy like Patrick Russell or Sam Gagne goes down with injury, absolutely. Am I still the highest dono, or do I got to go higher? I think you've still got it, Cole, because you were set at 50. And I think the only man that's ever topped 50, because he tied Cole with 50, is Mr. T.D. Barrett. If you guys don't know the legend from Alberta, T.D. Barrett, that is Mr. Craziness. You guys definitely need to check him out, because there's a path to Dolynny TV's success way back to T.D. Barrett back in the day. And everyone's supporting everyone, and that's like I said, John. My weakness is I'm not out there supporting everyone every time, and I got to get to that. But I got to stop trying to figure everything out like crazy here. Gotta prioritize life a little bit. And the one thing, as much as I say I want to go hang out in streams and I want to do all this, I want to get on the outdoor rink and go for a skate. That's number one. Number one, I want to go out for an outdoor rink skate, because I haven't been able to do that because it hasn't been cold enough in southern Alberta yet this year. Now it is. Ice is in. It's going to warm up to minus 15 on Sunday, and I'm going for a dang skate. I'm not kidding there. Hold on a second. That's the rant. That's the rant for the night. I want to go for an outdoor rink skate. Alright, let's get this going. I'm on PlayStation. Absolutely, Cody, I am. Yep. You've probably seen, if If you've ever played Arcade 3s in World of Chell, this is a fun one for you guys. If you've ever played Arcade 3s in World of Chell and you've seen a blue, gold, and white team with the Alberta logo, the Alberta oil derrick logo they have in NHL 20 this season, and they're the drunken, let's just round it up to turds for short because it's I don't want to use the full word on my chat. If you ever seen the drunken BA turds, BAS turds, if you get where I'm going with that, that'd be my club. That's my club right there, and we love wrecking up the Arcade 3s, that's for sure. Alright, so outdoor rinks are the best, absolutely cool. Where are we at, guys? We're just watching Connor McDavid blow by Morgan Riley right now. We're on the intermission, just waiting for things to pick up again here, and then we'll get to that third period and we'll rock it going. Going to Edmonton on the 18th, that's alright, and you guys are from Edmonton. Guys, I lived in Edmonton for 2 years in my college years. It's a good time. I quite liked, I lived in two really weird areas. I lived north Edmonton, the extreme side, Eau Claire. And then I lived in, oh, what was it? Eastwood, is that what it's called? I don't know. Just right on 82nd Street, no, 87th Street and 118th Ave. That's where I was living in Edmonton. So I was a nice short walk to Rexall Place in the LRT. Your club is called the Edmonton Oilers. There you go. I haven't seen the Edmonton Oilers quite yet. Maybe I have. I don't know. If you ever see, I just switched my guy on NHL 20. Actually, I haven't talked about this yet. I switched my guy to be the maxed out enforcer defenseman. Oh my good. He's greasy. He's greasy as all heck, and I love it all day, every day. And too bad Chell isn't crossplay. That's exactly. You know what? Hopefully with PS5 everything's going to be crossplay and Xbox whatever they're calling, because if it is, whoo, we're going to be dandy. And those are some actual nice nice jerseys. Those Hockey Night in Canada jerseys from the Edmonton Oil Kings. And let's get to it. Xbox, but I always used to play PS4. See, I had an Xbox 360 and went to PS3, then went to PS4. Anyway, you got to go to bed. Kaiser, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. You get some good rest, stay warm, and let's get to it. Because let me tell you, Miss Zap, we're going to go. And got to get a new PS4. I'm going to need to get one too, the amount I leave mine running. Let's get this quickly flipped. Oh, goodness. And let me just remind you, we've been up to 43 people in the chat at one time. That's absolute insanity numbers, especially in the first period here on Dolynny TV. So appreciate you guys tuning in as per usual. That's the thing. It's not tonight, it's as per usual, and that's the craziest thing I can possibly say on my channel nowadays. So let me tell you, I used to, and now look at this. We've got X-Snipes, we've got our other moderator, other than Cold Lake Kid tuning in. Of course, Clemhawk's in here too sometimes, but he's busy working in college. And well, Alex, we're gonna chat post game here if it's not too late. And then Xbox, but had a PS4, but it doesn't really work anymore. Back and ready for the third period. Nicholas, are ya? Are we ready for the third period? I'm still waiting it out. And in keeping with Kazian's story, go check out the punch Rask took to the head in the Boston game tonight. Am I nuts, or was that on purpose? Ooh, hold on. We're gonna have to save that. Tim, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy that link, and I'm gonna go just like that, and bang, just right there. Oh, Tuukka Rask leaves game, hit head Bemstrom. Okay, sure. That's a nice nice title, and wouldn't be that big. This guy's mountain. What? And imagine how big the stream would be. Let me tell you, stream's gonna get somewhere good soon. Because it don't matter how good of a commentator I am. That's the end of the day, man. It has nothing to do with me. What it comes down to is how much people chat, how much people like the stream, how many people tune in and out, and of course, how big of an event it is and how well I do my YouTube back end stuff. At the end of the day, I've watched guys record off their phone. I used to be that guy that recorded off my phone and got the job done, so it is what it is. And trust me, guys, this is the thing. Anyone who thinks I get upset about being called a bum, I have a broadcasting diploma. And I'm sitting here on YouTube in my bedroom with jerseys hung on the wall yelling on YouTube. I know my spot. Let's get it going. Robert's back. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. I just want to get it going. I just want this third period to start, and here we go. Rogers Place with all that snow around it. 3-2 to go. Shots on goal. Well, Mr. Darnell Nurse has 4. Yeah, I know you might be messing with me, but it's a good reminder that anyone that is maybe serious is good. It's a good reminder. I do have to throw out the good reminders because let me tell you, after that Matthew Tkachuk video I did that blasted him for 23 minutes, my goodness, some people put me on blast. There were a couple all caps responses that were really angry about what I said and about who I am as a person and this and that, and I'm like, whoa. And actually, in fact, Tim can tell you a good story about how to de-escalate stuff like that because Tim had a good interaction and a regular in the stream, and we are good. As long as we're civil to each other, we can achieve a lot of great things. Noah, welcome in. How's it going tonight? And of course, remember the days you sat on the couch watching the game, the good old green couch. If I remember it right, yeah, that was a dusty couch. You know the best part is, we sold that couch for like $100 more or something than we paid for it. We did a couple games on that couch. That's right, absolutely. Me and X Snipes, we live streamed a couple games back in the day. Then I moved up in life, and here I am. The jersey's on the wall. Remember what this looked like last year this time? Remember what this display looked like this time last year? Yeah, it looked completely different, so this is the cool part too. Watching Tim and Sid talking about the Tkachuk, Tim made me so mad. I don't know what Tim's a crazy man. I love Sid. I know Sid's actually the crazy man, but Tim's a crazy man. I used to be hardcore Tim and Sid when I was in college. Let me tell you, that was prime television back in the day. 1940 to go. Mike Smith's just stand-up goaltending with the stick here. 1936 to go. Let's go, boys. Penalty killed. Nashville off to the start. Would be a great fit for the Oilers. More speed and good upside. Mike, trust me, I'm trying to work on a video for that. I just need somebody with a blue check mark on Twitter to say something positive in that direction, and we'll get it going. And you can disagree with anything I say. Just be a grown-up. Use your big words, and it's all good. That's exactly what it comes down to. Let's be adults. Let's be civil. Let's discuss. And at the end of the day, I'll usually discuss anything. And I've just been touchy with comments lately because I don't want to be starting any fires. And that's one thing, especially that Tkachuk, Kazian stuff. I'll let you blast whatever you want to blast, as long as you use your big boy words and stay civil. But I wasn't engaging because I didn't want to try and say something I didn't. Whoop! Breakaway for the Oilers! Breakaway for the Oilers! And Dry missed on a breakaway. Goodness sakes, good play by the Oilers to get that up there. If that comes back to cost us, let me tell you, that's going to be ugly. Josie. Josie. Why do I know Josie? Something about a song. Oh, scoreboard. Oh, yep. Hold on, Gagne is about to be really close. Gagne really close, yep. Tim's got me. Hold on, there we go. Bingo, let's go. Oilers continuing to get things going. Rip in peace. Can we see the scoreboard? Diz? Yes, absolutely. Tim yelling in all caps. See, that's the thing. We're just talking about using all caps, and now all of a sudden we get scoreboard back because, well, because we used all caps. Beyond me sometimes, myself, I am. 17:56 to go. And the Oilers turning this puck north-south nicely. After that first little bit for the Nashville Predators. Actually, I'm going to take this cuff off because we're going to see if we can hear what Mr. Kevin Quinn has to say down the stretch in this one. Let me tell you, I can already hear my voice is starting to go. It's going to be an interesting day at work tomorrow. I don't know what I have to deliver tomorrow, but hopefully not a heck of a lot because we could use a day off tomorrow, that's for sure. She's a chilly one again tomorrow here in southern Alberta, and as you guys said, across Edmonton and the province. Sometimes it takes caps for people to notice. I know. And that's the crazy part. Only fitting that Mike Smith scores tonight. Man, if Mike Smith scores against Pecorine in net, just be honest, even though it's an empty net, Pecorine still tended that net. And it would be go from Mike Smith to Pecorine back to Mike Smith. And wouldn't that be something at the end of the day? And looks like the scoreboard is cut off, really. Heaters. Oh, nope. Usually delivering the house pack. So in new home construction, they usually have the generator, heater, whatever you call it, outside that plugs into the heaters downstairs, but let me tell you, in this weather, the stench of the fumes gets trapped in the house. They all sink in the house and gives you headaches like no tomorrow. So you got to have every door open when you go to deliver, so you're wasting all that heat. And if a construction guy with the home builders comes in there and yells at you, then you feel bad, and then it's just a whole disaster. And holy goodness, I don't like getting going with that one. And Jive and Jimmy, see guys, I said everybody's coming by tonight. It's a big old party in here tonight. Jimmy, how's it going? What if Smith scored on Rene like actually on him? Well, that'd be beyond. Mike Smith scores an empty net. Pekarine's the next goalie to do it. Mike Smith scores on Pekarine, and the world goes on. I don't know, what are we talking about? I worked in the business for 30 years. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Oof. No. Tim, I'm cold again. Cold again. Why? Anytime I think about outside, I just freeze. Like it just cold shiver down my spine. And there's an Australian team here this week for a tournament. They've never experienced anything colder than +10. Ooh. 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 Those poor kids, man. Those poor kids. Freeze to death. And who thumbed down? Oh, that's the thing. That's the other side, too, is we need to counteract thumbs down because people who thumb down are looking for the actual game. That's why they're thumbing down. Where's Haas? What did Haas get taken out here? Looking for Haas. I've got my eyes on him. And Haas right there. Did he miss a chance? He's on. Oh! 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 That is not comfortable. He's had a rough night. You imagine sitting here? Why'd I come to North America? This ain't worth my time tonight. Another bullet shot. Watch this. Bang. And ooh. Ooh. That's not a comfy save. But again, he's right back up ready to make the next one. Guy's a gamer. I know. I always say can't lose a game because he's a gamer. Ooh. And then he's crumpled by the stick of the opponent. And look at this. Bang. Oh, man. Actually, he whipped his own head back. At least one of the thumbs was someone who got silenced. That could be. Definitely. 16-11. Third period. 3-2. Gaetan Haas. Yeah, he's spitting some stuff out there. He's not too impressed with that. And does he... Oh, he's doing the cupping stuff, too. He's got one of those cup marks on his neck. So, is that something the Oilers are doing as a team this year? Is the cupping for sports performance? Somebody dig into that. Is the head trainer doing cupping? And being soft? No, I definitely don't think so. That's one thing. I think everybody that defended Mike Smith when I did my off-season talks about him, when I was like, which goalie did the Oilers choose? They did say he was a battler, but the problem is he's not great. And why do I never... I think I do. Gaetan. You see where it's I pronounce it instead of on. It's, I don't know. That's the way I learned to pronounce it. I may be incorrect, but that's the way I learned to pronounce it, and maybe I'm right. Maybe they're wrong. Who knows? I would love to meet Gaetan Haas and have him tell me. I say it French, I know. Well, Swiss, I believe the Swiss do speak somewhat French, right? I think. I don't know. It just feels French from everything I've heard it pronounced. That's, again, and sometimes I'll say Gaetan Haas, but Gaetan Haas just seems wrong. So. Yeah, and I know it comes out Haas, it comes out weird. Plus, he got the thick Canadian accent. I don't know. You guys are getting me distracted. Wins after 47 games. The Oilers 23 last season, 24 this season. So are we really that better of a team? Not really. But we got one more win, and we can have 25 after 47. And I imagine after 40 or after 48, and after 48, we probably still only had 23. So we'll take what we can get as the Oilers getting it going. And see, guys, you know what? The thing is, usually when I'm distracted, things are going comfortably for the Oilers. And that's what's happening here in the third period as we're up 3-2 over the Nashville Predators. Mike Smith making some saves. The Oilers shutting it down defensively. And all around this game, winding down the clock in the next 15 minutes at Rogers Place this evening on a Tuesday night. And the building seems dead again. If my screen tells me correct, the building is dead. And nothing. Out of the like. Thank you, Jimmy. Absolutely appreciate that. Guys, if I've got, what do I got for an audience going on here? We've got 28, so we've been bouncing back and forth between 35 and 28 for most of this third period. Guys, if you're new, if we've interchanged some people along the way, definitely think about hitting that like button. So I'm trying to see what we can do, because if I can figure out some goals to set here, I gotta really start doing some YouTube numbers and start setting goals and trying to get things going, because trust me, you can never achieve anything if you don't set goals. That's the challenge in life. And that's one thing I've learned at work. And look at this, Connor McDavid, nice chance. Why are you passing that? Rip that, Connor. Rip that, Connor. And I'm seeing a crap in the chat, so does that mean the Nashville Predators scored, or did Connor McDavid just not go for a puck? And, oh, that's the crap in response to Arizona 4-2 over top of San Jose in a game that we needed San Jose to win. But plenty of time yet. It's third period. They could do a 3-goal comeback and get the job done. Let's hope on that one, and let's get it going. 13:45 to go in this third period. We need a goal. Let's go, Jason. Well, usually when you say we need something, it ends up coming up true, especially in that Montreal game. So we'll bet on Jason's intuition here and see if 13:33 can produce 1, 2, 3, or 4 more goals for the Oilers. Man, how big would a Predators collapse be here late in this period? That'd be massive, as that puck's going to be sticked away, and Riley Sheahan's going to pump this one up the boards. And look at that, there is Joakim Nygard to get it going. Taylor Hall, go figure. Ooh. Yeah, that's the way she's going, eh? Yep, I feel it. I feel it. Tim came in with the ex-Oilers curse. He just had to mention it. And now all of a sudden it's Jordan Osterley and Taylor Hall back to back. What you gonna do? That's at the end of the day. Almost every player in the NHL seems to be an ex-Oiler nowadays. Ooh, chase on. Way the cookie crumbles. That's exactly what you gonna do. Just, life's funny. Hockey's funny. Hockey's a weird sport. All's usually injury prone. Well, that's what we're hoping for, and it still hasn't happened in Arizona yet, but it'll happen at some point, probably in the playoffs when they need him. Oh man, if we played Arizona in the playoffs and he got injured, whoop, that would be good. No, I'm a hockey guy first, absolutely. Absolutely, Tim. That's the thing, you gotta be a hockey guy first. If you're not a hockey guy first, it's tough, because you gotta have that objective lens sometimes. Look at this. Draisaitl going. Mr. Chase on. Let's get this in here. Let's get a little bit greasy. How about Ethan Bear stepping into a shot? Pecorine can't cover it. Now he does. 12:01 to go. 12:01 to go. Come on now. 12:01 to go. We need something positive, guys. We need something positive. 4-2 Arizona. If we win, we're second in the division probably. That would be how it shakes out. I'll do the standings math for you right now. Let's go to the standings, as they're going to get the wet maps. As the standings in the Pacific Division, 48 games played for the Calgary Flames, 55 points. Arizona will have 55. The Oilers will have 55 as well. Okay, sorry, I thought we had 54. Where was I mistaken? So we would have been tied up there for first in the division, but on row we would have had more. So we'll be at 55 if we can seal this one off. We'll be tied for the most wins. The 4 top teams in the Pacific Division will have 25 wins. And we'll have 55 points. Arizona will have 57. So we're second in the division, as is to be said by Lynn. So that's alright. We'll take it. And I don't wish anyone ill, though if you're playing the Oilers, I wouldn't be horribly upset if it happened to you, Karma, and all that. Ooh. Does that not just sum it up? I think that sums it up. Third. Would we be third? I don't think we'd be third, because we'd have... Yes, Vancouver. No, Vancouver's got 22, so we'd have the row. We'd have identical records, but Vancouver with 1 less game played. There's where it is. That's where Tim's coming in. The 1 less game played. Second is right ahead of Calgary in a row. Okay, perfect. All right, going ahead of the game. It's got to be that Adam Larson hit, right? That Adam Larson hit, or is it? Oh, it's the Draisaitl hit. It's the Draisaitl hit. Yep, bang, bodies him, throws him, good to go. And smoking, loving the game. All right, Jackal, good for you, good for you. And that dry hit was nice, and Zach absolutely was. That's it. Got Matthias Ekholm wearing an A for Nashville. His lettering on the back of his jersey looks like it's kind of fallen nameplate. That's the term. Better jump on the pekka. Well, we better get it going. Let you guys celebrate that one. I'm not getting involved. 7-70. That's all I'm gonna say. Big save and ooh, there it is. And Letdown wants to know if you got any donation today. See, my boy. See, we've got X Snipes, Letdown, and me myself, Mr. Dolynny. We are the drunken BASTERDS of the PS4 Arcade 3's clubs. And Letdown wanting to know if I got any donos. And generosity to you guys tonight. I'll tell you the live stream total. Hold on. Shot blocked in front. We're going to see a Yamo call. So they're calling the hook on Yamo. And now they're going to call a penalty on Yamo. That seems to make sense as Yamo's going to go there. And what? Okay. All right. All right. Motocops had a good one tonight. Motocops. Motocops. What's this? He braces himself for nope. 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 Watch this. Watch this. When he throws the elbow into him. That's what cost him. If Yamamoto would have stayed shoulder, elbow tucked, it wouldn't have been a penalty. That's going to be my logic. If with throwing the elbow, that's why it's interference. It wasn't an elbow. It just, he got that much extended, and that's what it's going. And do I think Toronto will make it past the first round? Not if they face Boston. Straight up, not if they face Boston. Let's get going here, boys. As we got to get up the ice in a hurry and get a shorthanded goal out of Sheehan and Archibald. That'd be beauty. As look at this speed out of Archibald. He's lights out because of playing with Connor McDavid right now. Let's get it going. I know it's a weak penalty, but I understand the explanation. If they were to explain it, I bet you I've got the explanation half right at least. 11-11 to go in this third period. Let's get to some action again, shall we? Roman Josi at the point. Down to Ryan Johansson. He'll go back to Mr. Roman Josi at the point. It'll be across far side. Dot lined up there by Victor Arvidsson over top of the net. Josi back at the point. He'll line up Arvidsson. He'll shoot the puck and get nothing going because Mike Smith makes the save. So Johansson near side, half wall across to Matt Duchene, who tried to bat it like a baseball. And unfortunately, this is hockey, so that's not going to work. And we'll go back into the zone, will the Predators, as Johansson across, picked off there and not down the ice. And is that Gaetan Oss on the penalty kill? That is Gaetan Oss on the penalty kill. Look at who's getting some penalty kill time. Stripes are getting in the way. Well, you know what? We'll say they're getting in the way both ways, you could say. As maybe not calling enough penalties on the Oilers as well. And do I think the Oilers finally got some depth? I think, you know what? The depth scoring is finally showing up. Does that mean we've got depth? I don't know, but does scoring in the depth come up? Yes, it does. 32 seconds to go here on the power play, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch the nice save from Mike Smith and admire it, shall we? This one's going to go across and bang, and nice there, right there we go. And now you got Kyle Turris, some guys some people in the chat about the Mr. Jujar Kara trade rumors we're talking about. Ooh, look at that. Nice save by Mike Smith. It's going to go all the way down the ice, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 at the red line. Penalty, ladies and gentlemen, is killed off, and Connor McDavid's back on the ice, and he's going to go grease himself a puck up to Mr. Draisaitl, who will go to Yamamoto. Yamamoto's going to cut around behind the net, and this is what you want to see. Draisaitl, McDavid, Yamamoto playing. What a stacked line that is. You thought Nuge was a stacked line with those two. And Tina, you want the Oilers to make the Stanley Cup playoffs? Tina, I can't argue with you, but that's a little bit of a dream right now. We got to just make the dance at this point. 9:06 to go, and Connor McDavid trying to wheel through the middle, and that's going to be an outlet up the board to Draisaitl, wearing that A tonight at home. And we need 8:55 to bleed off the clock, get an empty net goal, especially if Yamamoto could get that empty net goal. You know, just let him be that specialist, or Patrick Russell. I think what you got to do is get Patrick Russell out there. I think absolutely. And power play, yeah, well, let's go. And let's go. Shot on net. Bonino kicks it aside. Does Smith. And here we go. Everybody's getting going. What are we saying we can't go? As let's go. Bang. And shot and save. Now you're saying Nygaard's out there. Oh, man. Is that a 5? Is that a 5 nowadays? That looks like something that would be a 5. I mean, if he was injured, probably. But Smith, 26 for 28. We got to get to that 30 save mark. I guess didn't really clip him at the knees. I thought he clipped him more at the knees, but being that it's a hip check, that's interference and it's a 2-minute power play. And another soft penalty. No, that's 3-4 feet. Just lost my stream. Always does this once in a while. Let's get this going back to Sportsnet. There we go. Co-op commercial. And here comes goal. Guys, you know what? Soft call against us. Let's get a soft call for us and punish the Preds with a goal. I know the stripes are getting in the way, but it's all right. And Jackal, does anyone watch the Oil Kings? You know what? I wish I could watch some WHL hockey. I'd love to be involved in WHL hockey because it seems like a good time, but unfortunately, I am not involved. I'm not exactly directly involved with Junior B here in Airdrie either, but I need to be getting involved with Junior B down here at some point, but that also means abandoning my Junior B boys in Cold Lake, and I just can't do that. Come on, I'm a little bit of way too passionate about that. And what do we got? Power play. Oh yes, Andrew. Ooh, we know that leads to goals. And let's see. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? That's the question. What are we going to do here in this period? Get some goals going. We need to find out. So hold on. Guys, right now, 33 of you in the chat. Definitely, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to tell you, 6 people tonight have subscribed to Dolynny TV. Everybody that has, you guys are all stars. Thank you so much. That means the world to me because that grows the numbers and allows more of you to get in the chat that much more. And 2-minute power play, that's good. You know what? Could have been a 5, but I'll take the 2. And right now, we've had over 550 people come through the turnstiles on this live stream. Guys, that is absolutely crazy. I appreciate that all the heck. And thoughts on a trade for Dzingel? I haven't heard anything on Dzingel trade, Marcus. You may want to link me a source if you can, if somebody's officials talked about it. Because if somebody officials said something about a Dzingel trade, I need to be on that talking about it in a video tomorrow. Just saying. Good Oil Kings 29, 7, and 9, and they lost their good goaltender. I think he was the backup though. And now the Oilers penalty kill or power play goes to work. 20 seconds already killed off. We got to get this moving at some point. There we go. Nice play. Let's see what this Oilers power play can do. They're going to take their time. They're going to try and be methodical. That's going to be a flub by Draisaitl. That was a pretty dumb pass, but that allows a better passer in maybe Mike Smith. Kidding. To play the puck. 14 for 24. 58.3% is the penalty kill for Nashville the last few games. That's a brutal stat for them. And now up the ice. I don't know how that wasn't interference on Chase on. Draisaitl. There we go. Can't set up. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here as we can't get things going. Connor McDavid shooting the puck over top of the net doesn't help. Nashville's going to clear it down. 32 power play points for Connor McDavid. He leads the NHL still. That's crazy. 7:09 to go. 50 seconds to go. This Oilers power play. That's nuts that we're this good. 5-on-3 sort of no stick. Ooh, so 5-on-4.5. And look at that distorted ketchup bottle. That's kind of a mess over there. There we go. Broken the stick. Let's capitalize, guys. But if we were going to capitalize, somebody would have already yelled goal in the chat, so I don't think it's going to go. Give Nuge more of that puck. Absolutely. You got to find a way to get Nuge in the slot more. I like when Draisaitl goes to McDavid and then McDavid goes to Nuge right there. That's exactly. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. That play. Cody, there it is. That's what I'm looking for, is that Nuge shot right from the slot center of the ice. How many SCHs I can put on a word because all I've got is shot on the mind. Look at that. That's what you want to see. You want to see Draisaitl across to McDavid. McDavid right back to Nuge and bang. Good to go. Top line on Hope VP. Very smart tipping. Yeah, no doubt, eh? Brutal. And Dzingel has been okay this year and his cap hit is manageable at 3.4, but I'm not sure what Edmonton has Carolina would want. That's right. Carolina's still trying to get going. So that's just ice time. Iced tea? I don't know. It's just plain water now. I'm off the iced tea. Well, sugar, she screws with the brain. So, a wasted power play, but we've still got the lead, so we're not going to worry too much. We just need to go out and grease that empty net goal if that's what it's going to come down to and get the job done. Patrick Russell scoring the empty net goal. Count it, and we'll call it good, as that would be career goal number 1 for Patrick Russell, and that would be a point of pride. Yes, he's always, else, you know what? And we win, or goodbye Sportsnet. Real, you're always threatening that. Goodbye Sportsnet. The Oilers are a bad drug, man. Oilers are a bad drug. Always got you coming back for more, even when you said you're done. And his Nygaard quick, Bear looked to almost ice it, and Nygaard actually made it to the puck first from way back. The guy can move. He's the fastest skater for a reason. I know everybody was asking if there might have been something set up between Nygaard and McDavid at the skills competition. No, Nygaard can move. That's as soon as everybody was saying this guy's got speed, I'm like, well, if the Oilers signed him for the speed, it's got to be good. And let me tell you, it's good. It's good. 5:10 to go. Let's get this shut down. Let's make sure the Predators don't cross half of the ice before the 5-minute mark, and they absolutely won't. It'll be 4:50. Still not 4:57 to go, and you can go. So Perks runner has more goals than Patrick Russell. Pecorine, yes, Pecorine has more goals than Patrick Russell this season. That is facts. Exactly, you want the Oilers to make the playoffs? Absolutely, everybody wants the Oilers to make the playoffs. Been an Oilers fan since 89-90 when they won the Cup. I was 8 years old. Love the Oilers, win or lose. That's always the tough go. Bad drug. You want to know who really faster? Give them both the puck. Well, that's true. Give them both the puck and a man to beat. See what happens. Come on, Mr. Connor. Come on, Connor. Adam Larson misses that shot, but look at this. Nice activation by Oscar Kleppbaum. 4:15. Ooh. Not a good play by James Neal. Not a good play by James Neal whatsoever. So that's a tough one there, as I just quickly checked, Tina, if you couldn't hear me. Let's get this going. Mr. Connor McDavid there. We got 3:58 to go. Third period. 30 shots on net for the Preds. 29 for the Oilers. The Oilers have really shut down the Preds. There's shot number 31. And Mr. Mike Smith with yet another save. And we got 3:48 to go. And the crowd is making some noise. I like to hear it. Allowing for how often they're in Nashville zone. Do you think Nashville will pull their goalie? I hope so. I hope so. San Jose goal, 4-3 Arizona. Ooh. Lynn beat it to you there, Tim. This obviously becoming a hot button issue between the Arizona Coyotes and San Jose Sharks for the Edmonton Oilers, as 3 minutes left in the third, and San Jose can still make a game of it with Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau doing what they do. Alright guys, we're liking it, we're rolling it, and we're going to see what this Oilers team can do. Up a goal with 3:48 to go in the third period. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. Let's get going. Let's find out what we can do. Channel analytics. So let's just quickly check this. 569 people through the turnstiles on the live stream now. Big night for sure. Definitely, guys. It's been a quieter, like, obviously December got really quiet and January started slow, but all of a sudden I've gotten back into the routine of putting some more effort into the videos again, and I think we're all starting to see we're coming out of the December, Christmas, New Year's, January hibernation. It's cold, got time in the house, it's winter finally, and we're getting it going. And while I taste a bile in my mouth saying this, go San Jose, should go, and ooh. No, still tastes horrible, but the sentiment is there. That's right. 5-3 Arizona winning, scored empty netter. Tough. Tough go. And look at Josh Archibald. He was buzzing tonight. He was buzzing. That's good to see. Josh Archibald buzzing. And that's what I like about Josh Archibald. Always, he gets that top line chance, and he's not a guy who's just going to slouch away with it. He's actually going to do something. And that's nice to see. So, alright. San Jose can't get the job done for us, but we take second, third, whatever in the Pacific. We stay relevant. We stay relevant, and that's all that matters. That's the big part. Because we're not 4 points out of the division we lead. We're only 2, and that's where we want to be as long as we clutch this one up. Like how Bear played tonight. Bear's, again, casually made his mistakes, but hasn't cost us. And that's what the moral of the story with the full defense tonight has been. Not costing us goals, and only 2 goals against. A lacrosse goal, what you going to do? Connor McDavid, you got to back check sometimes. What you going to do? Defensively, we're good to go. And Cody, you're saying what a save by Mike Smith. We're down 3:18 to go in the third period on my screen, so we're still a bit away. I haven't seen the Smith save quite yet. How far behind am I? We're going to find out who scored the empty netter like 3 months before I get to see who scored it. So I'll see it in April. Just heads up. Just listening and just how did Sheehan do? You know what? I haven't seen much of Sheehan, but his line had some good pressure. And there we go. Big save by Smith, and we're rocking, we're rolling. We're going to go to a little commercial break. There's Tim with the Arizona 5-3. That's game, I'm going to assume. And that does it. All right, so Arizona takes the first place in the division. 3-point game for Phil Kessel. Yikes. Bound to happen. Phil Kessel's supposed to wake up at some point, right? Not that he's been exactly dead, flatlined for the entire time. Colorado, Dallas, 2 apiece. Okay. As we got Patrick Russell out there. Okay. So this is probably Patrick Russell's last chance on the ice, and he's going to go burning there for a goal to make it 4-2 right now. He wants this goal. He doesn't want to score an empty netter. He wants it to count. He's going to go working for it, and that face-off's going to come back in the Oilers zone. 2:51 to go, so expect Arizona 6-3. Tim, I thought the game was over. 6-3 Arizona, good night. My goodness, defense closed out, boys. Jason, that's the key here. We got to close it out, score an empty netter, and get this game finished with right here so as I can get into a good old game review. Oh man, good game review tonight. On top of a good live stream tonight. Ooh, we are talking success tonight, guys. Definitely, as I will preach all throughout, you must hit that subscribe button all night, because that subscribe button gets you the game review as soon as it comes out. And you want to hit that subscribe button and get that game review, because you watch the post game, Dave Tippett finishes speaking, my game review's up, and then bing bang boom, we're talking hockey again. It's Connor McDavid. It's going to make a heck of a move right around the man. And then in on net, bing bang, what another thing. And what a shot there by Connor McDavid. But Pekka Rinne with the glove all over it. The Oilers, they're doing it right. According to Drew Remenda, this is how you play defense late in the game. You play in the offensive zone. And let me tell you, I don't often agree with Drew Remenda, especially earlier in his career with the Oilers. But my goodness, the 2019-2020 season, the guy is making sense all day, every day. And this is exactly what you want to see out of Connor McDavid late in the game. Dangling, sniping, and trying to score that 4-2 goal so as he can rest back a bit and get the other lines out there to score an empty netter. Up 2 instead of up only 1. And Reed, you're going for the Preds. Well, Reed, I'm going to tell you, you're in for a tight one, because she's going to be a tough go. And there's the... Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, they went for it again. They went for it again, and Nuge almost had it. My goodness, Nuge is hurting for it. Nuge is hurting for it, man. This is good. Oh, my goodness. Gotta love Nugent Hopkins. Like, the guy is feeling it. He's got his stroke back, and he's got it going. So this is good. This is only good things for the Oilers. And you've got Nugent Hopkins scrambling for it, trying to jam it in. Pekka Rinne there. And all right. Nuge, get a little greasy. Get it going. 2-11. Defense in the offensive zone. Let's go. Let's go. Slow mode on, but we love it. We love it. We're getting it going. 6-3 game for Arizona Hall with the game-winning goal. My goodness. Edwin? I don't know what that is supposed to mean, Edwin, but thank you for joining the stream this time. Nuge can't get that puck. And Reed, thank you so much, my man. Appreciate it. Let's go, Preds. Well, you know what? You put up a good fight. You put up a good fight, and let's have a good finish. I am not a man who minds an empty net attack by the Predators for the next 2 minutes. Get Mike Smith some big saves. Get his confidence up late in the game. I'll take it. 2:06 to go. And we're going to get a power play? What? What? Pipeliner 72 saying we're going to get a power play. And there we go. And Pipeliner. Guys, definitely, if you're warm tonight, thank Pipeliner. Just going to say that. Let's look at this. Here we go. Nugent Hopkins in on it. And this is back the other way. And nothing going there. What's going on? Reed, good game. Luke, thank you so much. Guys, you are crazy tonight. You guys are absolutely nuts tonight. Too many men. Rinne was on his way to the bench, but then Nuge came. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's what that mess was. I was going to say, I thought I saw a guy who wasn't supposed to be somewhere, and that's when the ref starts doing this, I think it's going. And Reed, I appreciate you, and I hope you can come back and tune in. if the Predators aren't playing, you think about coming to say, hang out and talk Oilers hockey. Learn something about our Oilers. Why not? Let's get this going. Look at this. Okay, so Joseph McWilson. There we go. It's not a stream if it's not Joseph McWilson. And Edwin, regards from Mexico. Well, you are a lot warmer than me, and I'm a lot more jealous of where you are than you are of me watching hockey tonight. And I have nothing but respect. Joseph, thank you so much. Joseph on the board with $5. Guys, you are nuts tonight. This has been a good stream win. I mean, the vibe in the stream has been absolutely fantastic. This hockey game, similar to the Calgary game, even though it was a defeat, has been an excellent one. Honestly, if any Oilers fan was upset with the game, not the stuff that happened, the game, you're mistaken. That was a very good game between Calgary and Edmonton. It's just the extracurriculars kind of ruined it, but it's going to make it on January 29th. And honestly, you should have enough to go for a large pizza now and have stuff for breakfast and maybe lunch. Well, tomorrow at lunch, I'm going to probably have to treat myself. If we're out on the delivery truck, it sounds like Popeyes. Last one, please stay warm. Peace out. All right, we will catch a read. Thank you so much, guys. You are absolutely nuts tonight. You guys blowing my mind. I don't even have words for it. That's when the donations come in fast and furious. I don't even have words for it. Luke on the board several times. Reed several times. Joseph with a $5. And then you got Chad with the big $13.99. And then you've got Forexel with the 2. And guys, craziness. But game's not over yet. Yeah, absolutely. Game's not over yet. And you know what? Because Reed left, that's probably going to punish us. That's for sure. Lovely little chat the boys are having. Absolutely. We're getting this going. And we're going to try and figure this out. Are we going for a penalty or what are we doing here? And I don't know what's going on, but we're going to go into power play. Okay, so Sportsnet's now officially put up a power play, so it's entered into the NHL system. Trennan's coming out of the box. He's going for a drink of water. Power play's being taken away. Controversy late in the hockey game. Man, if the Predators don't get nailed with this power play, it's going to be nuts. And Joseph's dono comes off the boards, but thank you so much, Joseph. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be doing some crazy things in March. March is going to be a good time. Sorry, if nothing's making sense right now, if you're just tuning in, currently there was a 2-minute men call against the Nashville Predators. The Oilers are supposed to have a 2-minute power play. The refs are discussing. Trennan left the penalty box, debating who's going to serve it. Is that what's going on? Okay, that could be possible, just figuring out who needs to be in the box. Is that even a question? Can't you just send anybody in a 2-minute man, or does it have to be somebody that was on the ice? I think what's going on, but we'll take it. And it's a PP. All right, Cody's saying it's a PP. Let's finish this off. Get a power play goal in the first 23 seconds. Leave it with a minute. And Jimmy, thank you so much, guys. You're killing it tonight. You're killing it, and I'm gonna have to figure out something crazy to get this going for sometime soon. Let's get this going. Kelly Yarncroke's going to go serve it. I guess that's actually a good guy to have serving the penalty. 5-on-3. What? 5-on-3. Oh. What? Empty net. Okay. I'm confused. Let's get this going. Oilers up by 1, and they're going to pull the goalie. Is that what we're hearing? Mr. Romagnosi there? Romagnosi, empty net goal? What? Goal? Who got it? Dry goal. Dry goal. Leon Draisaitl scoring empty net goals. You like to see it. Connor McDavid out there greasing on the power play. So, feel this one, eh? Feel this one. What's going on? What's going on? Oh my goodness, how does McDavid not stuff that? And there we go, Draisaitl scores it, okay. Oh! We'll take it, 4-2. She's a greasy empty netter. Good hustle by Connor McDavid to get down there. And we're figuring out empty net goals halfway through the season. Mr. Dave Tippett's got to be proud of this one. 48 seconds to go. Cody, you cursed it. It can't be a win with 48 seconds on the board. Don't be like those Flames fans celebrating it when the Oilers were in the zone with 16 seconds to go. Thought it was Nuge. All good, Jason. I think it was indeed Mr. Draisaitl. And howdy, Budsy. Yes, I am. I'm just finishing off the live stream, and then I got to do my game review. You mind if I call you back after?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. That was a game.
All good. We'll talk in about 40 minutes.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right, Budsy's taken care of. Got to tell him how great a hockey game this one. That's Budsy, that up in Cold Lake kid that you see in the moderator chat when Tim's not available, or when Tim is here, and back in the day before Tim was a moderator. Just saying. As assist to Connor McDavid to Leon Draisaitl in Colorado, and Dallas are going to OT. That's terrible. And Jim, you know what? There we go. She's a good game. 28 seconds to go. 4-2 the game. Lisa Griesbach, Hilderbrand? Cool. Grand Prairie. All right. Good game, Oil fans. Guys, definitely. Right now, if you're in the chat, because I've got 39 of you, what I need you to do is hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you can catch the game review in about 25 minutes time. That's what I'm going to say. All right, guys. We're going to set this up. I'm going to go over to YouTube and change things up. Got to go to bed. We'll catch you, Matt. Definitely. Guys, if you're awake for the game review, definitely think about tuning in. Catch the Oilers post game. Tell me what they said. Big win for our Edmonton Oilers tonight. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. This is a beauty win. Absolutely a great win against Nashville. 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're back in this. I'm Tyson, this Dolynny TV. Reminder to hit that subscribe button to catch the game review 25 minutes from now. I will catch you, as always, in the next one. Guys, too many people to name who donated tonight. Anyone who did, you guys are all-stars, legends, rock stars. Let's get it going. Oilers win. I'm up on